Yes, you have the power. The question is within your mind.
Why dash how did your character learn the additional languages that they have?
Good one. That's a pretty solid one. I like that.
Sybil,
Um, definitely from books, right? She was like kind of sequestered for most of her life till she met y'all in that village. So just whatever books mom brought back from her whatever adventures with previous Lord Grosvet, formerly known as old chap. Let's go to O'Davin.
Definitely his mom. His dad was the warrior. His mom was like the scholar. So he kind of got the best of both worlds.
And then they died.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, definitely through his family library, just growing up aristocratic, like with that aristocratic background, kind of having that, like that's just one of the things that was drilled into his head.
Same library that taught Jekyll how to build a nuke?
Yeah, I guess.
No, different one.
Different one, yeah.
Segments from Useless, man. We know this.
Yeah. Karina.
Talix learned it from his tutors, and one Abyssal from his under Abyssal campaign. That's what I imagined. With the reuse, yes.
Remus. The goat. Well, the real goat's in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not for long.
And last but not least, Chernika.
I feel like the reason why Trinika knows Primordial is because there was like an Aquan or like some elemental in the circus she had a crush on and she wanted to impress them. And so she learned the language.
So you learned all 4 dialects of Primordial.
Yeah, there was actually quadruplets.
You're like that. Oh, so they ran the elemental train. All right, anyways, let's get back to it.
They called it the Avatar.
Whoa.
They called it the
all right. That's enough.
That's enough. That's crazy.
I thought I didn't know that there was 4 different sections.
Oh. All right, Gary. Any other questions before we get started? Also,
I have one. I have a question.
Nice.
Roses are red. Violence against me won't prosper. With this sacred treasure I saw in Big Raga, the Stopper. Alright, anyways, what's your question?
Where the fuck's Ryota at?
Where is my boy?
Jail. Alright, we're gonna get started, gang. Damn, I mean, thanks, Juice and Wolf, for putting your cameras on. Y'all are the real ones of the party, see?
I still have a rash from vomiting, so I won't.
That's crazy.
Wait,
that is really crazy that y'all won't let me see your beautiful faces. That's crazy.
Do you think my Wi-Fi will let me?
Configure Camo Studio.
Anyways, we begin our session tonight as you all... Wait, this is the wrong playlist. Holy shit, this is way too happy. Holy shit.
Ryota's jail.
Oops.
What the hell?
Yes, Sam, we can't see you.
There it is.
Wait, what? Configure
all right.
camera. What the hell is this?
We begin our session today immediately following the events of last session. Ryota has been carted away, being escorted by a large group of Capital City Guard. They've arrested him under suspicion of an act of terrorism, blowing up the city of Junshi and the outlying region. As the doors close, I'm going to toss it to you all immediately. What are you doing?
Who remains in this keep?
All of the servants are still here. Takeru, the head man, and his fiancée, Sachi.
What is Sachi?
Yeah.
How is she looking? Is she...
She's shook, but it's also like warranted disbelief. It's like she's like, it's not true. And it's kind of like a mixture of like upset, like why are you a dumbass, and of like obviously it's not true. What the fuck is going on? But mainly confusion. As you approach Odavin, she takes just like a subconscious quarter step, just back, just like not. It's not outward like back up, but it's definitely like you clock it. You understand? Sachi is just a human, like just a regular person.
And so
Anything you guys want to do?
we've gathered that like Ryota probably like either confessed to this or like made it look
He
like it
took
was
the
him.
fall. He definitely took
fall.
the fall.
We need to save our boy.
Is that a question,
No,
Odavin?
but is
Or-
is it fair to say that that's information that we've like
100%, 100%. I'll kind of lay the facts out. Essentially, when you were retelling the story, Ryota got a very serious look on his face, and you haven't seen him for the couple of days that you've been resting here. He immediately has looked like, especially Sigmund, you clocked when he was in his study, he was putting books up. He was getting things like tidy.
He was
Not like
getting his affairs in order.
he was getting his affairs in order.
yeah, I'm gonna go to Sashi. Did you know he was doing this?
He said he was going to go away for some time. I didn't know this is what he meant.
Doing this. Where would they take him?
We take him to Capitol Hill here.
And would we be allowed to see him? Or?
She looks to Takaru. Everyone give me an insight check, except for Sybil, of course.
Is Takaru
Let's
fucking
go.
fucking hit like lit?
You said insight?
Insight on Takaru.
18.
18.
That's a minus one. Only
If
one.
anyone can beat a 20, if anyone
Nope.
can beat a 20.
No.
Okay, cool. 18
You
is
have
the
flash.
first DC. 18 is the first DC. So you got the first DC, you didn't get the second part. But Takaru doesn't seem bothered, he doesn't seem concerned. But there's a respect there. He's like this face is the best I can say.
Okay.
You see
Okay.
Takaru reaches into his coat pocket, unless there's anything you all want to do.
What's he grabbing out of his coat pocket? Is it like a clock or?
Pulls out a small little like card stock index card as he's looking at it. My master has informed me that should this event arise, you all are to meet him in his quarters on Capitol Hill within 48 hours. After 48 hours has elapsed.
After 48 hours.
So wait 2 days, get there within 2 days. Cool.
It seems he will be requesting you. Puts the card stock in. Does a deep bow at his waist. Please take care of Master Ryota.
We will.
Kind of turns and just keeping up the professionalism. He steps away. Sachi not really finding any other use other than just being there. She excuses herself. Unless there's anything you want to say to the two of them or anyone in the grounds.
No, I think Dom was just like violently angry.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I got nothing.
I presume that Ryota. Yes.
I
I
love
presume-
Alex.
I presume that Ryota already thought this thing through and made this decision in our favor. I'm wondering if we could have a mage cast detect thoughts. Did the code thoughts and code strands to pull a memory from us to prove our truths about Yunji.
I don't think it matters. The Shogun wants
Probably
him,
not.
and now he has him.
True.
I think if anyone wants this to stick, it will.
Yeah.
I have to say something I never thought I would say. I think we need that darn investigator.
Rodier's redemption arc!
I hate to be the one to bring this up, but
Redemption
No,
arc!
Alex, I think this could actually work. He's very stubborn.
That is
Yes.
a word.
I
And
mean,
If you
considering
So red compared to the
the information we gave him, maybe it could
but
persuade him.
just
Do we
we
think that
must.
the investigator might try and pin it on us, though? He already does not like us.
play
Well,
devil's
we did
advocate.
cost him the job.
What are we going to be telling him to investigate? We know who did it. There's us. What is he investigating?
Well, not to be a jerk, but he always comes to the wrong conclusions. So I was thinking having.
Why you doing like that? Why you doing like that?
Come on, guys. He's so cool. I
Is he
promise.
though? Is he though?
Yes.
Is he though?
Yes.
So I would assume that
not.
if he spoke feverishly of another possibility, it will convince the Shogun. Enough to cause a distraction to do a little switcheroo.
I will put to you all, is there anything you want to do these 2 days? Or are you just waiting the 48 hours before the official phone call comes to you all?
Just waiting.
I think
Yeah.
we should
What
wait.
else?
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
know what we could do.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's better just to keep our heads down and not draw any possible attention.
All right. After 2 days, eventually, right on schedule, you are delivered to your quarters. This official decree, the scroll sealed by the Empress's sigil as well as the Shogunate's. Excuse me. It's saying that Ryota has called upon you all as character witnesses in this trial. Immediately within 2 days, you hear the criers around the entire capital city. The Forgotten Prince has been arrested for terrorism. He's destroyed the city of Junshi. He killed the daimyo of Junshi and all these other things, as well as other potential crimes. Known cohort of the black market, Zathro, the Great Beholder, murdered by Ryota Tashiro. The Lightning Rail of New Zatura, accosted by the same
That one
prince.
wasn't. That one wasn't.
That one was him. That one was
Yeah.
him.
Allegedly.
And you see these crimes being fully broadcasted. The court of public opinion is not great for Ryota at the present. But eventually you all are called, you're given an escort. The same type of guard arrive, and they lead you on a boat, 2 separate dinghies. They flank you with soldiers. Until eventually you all
Real quick, before we're carted off, I do kind of want to just say to the party, hey, we probably shouldn't, unless it's relevant to the case, we shouldn't really mention any sort of connections we had with the Crooked Countess. Just kind of relaying what Ryota told me, alone in the study.
I have a question. when we go into this, like, are we lying? Do we have an alibi? We should all like have the same story.
have-
We should be on the same page.
We should talk with Ryota first to see what his trying to understand his plan, and then from there we can think of something.
Okay.
Okay. Eventually, you all are taken to the Capitol Hill. You see this massive monument, as well as where the Church of the Black Flame, the patron goddess of this nation, highest cathedral sits. It's not that it's private, but it's definitely not very public. It's like it costs a couple of gold pieces to get across and go there. There's also like a whole culture around like you have to give tithing, so it's kind of a mini pilgrimage that not everyone gets to do to the patron goddess of this nation. It probably costs you 10 gold pieces, which for the common man is not an unsubstantial amount of money, but definitely not out of the ordinary either. You do see a couple of people on dinghies around you going. They're still also led by guard, and there's a very heavy political presence of the city guard and also the Empress's guard here as well. But you do notice that while you guys have maybe 3 or 4 guards on each of your dinghies, there's maybe only 1 or 2. I can get a history check from Talix and Sigmund. Oh my god, Talix.
Yeah.
Whoop whoop. Them
my God,
tutors
Samantha.
paid off.
As is customary, it would probably be about 2 or 3 on each dinghy. They're going to where the Empress sleeps. Where the Shogun sleeps. It's not like one guard, even for the common man, is kind of unique. There must be some reason why, although your boats are stacked, obviously given your proximity to the prince, must be a reason why the other boats aren't stacked either. You see that it's not even a matter of safety, it's a matter of protocol. Until
May I
eventually
interrupt for
you're
1
led.
second?
Yeah, absolutely.
Your boy just got accepted to Western Washington University.
Hey! Congrats!
I knew I was gonna get in, but the official letter. I
Hell
got it.
yeah, dude! Congrats,
Yeah!
brother.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Fuck
thanks,
you.
thanks.
When do you
Proud of
start?
you.
Anyway, spring next semester. So
Let's go. Hell yeah.
Yeah, baby. Let's go.
Western Washington University.
yeah.
Karina.
Hi, Karina.
Okay.
All right, back
Hi,
to session.
Karimi.
Right, gang. You're eventually led down beneath the dungeons, and you see the many prison cells here. You're taken to the farthest one in the corner. And as it gets on and on and on, each cell looks worse and worse and worse as it gets away from the light. Then there's Ryota's cell. Rug is laid out. There's a couch, a bed, a little study, a bookcase. He's there at the study reading a book by the fire, by a small little candle. He sees you, the guards look. Oh, hey. What's up? Close the book. Why do y'all have sour faces on? You guys can go. And he points to the guards, and they kind of straighten a little bit. Go. You see they kind of bow slightly confused, but not willing to question the prince's authority, and they storm out.
You fucking idiot.
Hello.
Idiot. I mean, probably.
I assume you've planned these steps ahead.
Kinda. Maybe just the
Kinda.
first step. The next step's, I'm gonna need your guys' help to make sure they go smoothly.
And what is our role to play?
Do nothing. Listen, I know you guys, and you guys are my friends. Do not fall on a sword.
Are we leaving you to fall on yours?
Nah. I got a plan.
Are you trying to say that if we get involved, we're gonna get ourselves in a little pickle.
If you get involved,
Right.
I can't save you.
Ah, right.
They'll kill you.
Yes. Oh,
They won't listen to anything you have to say. If you go there and you say you're guilty and you did it, there's nothing that I can say to stop it. This isn't about what's right or what's wrong, it's about staying alive.
so what do you want us to?
Be my character witnesses. Gas me up.
Oh,
Inflate my head. Say how great I am in front of all the senators and the shogun, and let me handle the rest.
I could do that.
If someone asks you
If
a
I'm-
question, lie.
You can do
That
that.
we have any knowledge, any.
I know some of you can do that. And he points to Odavin.
Odavan, can't you just fake
Your honor means
illness?
nothing if you're dead.
I don't understand why you would confess to this.
Because they'll give me a chance. They won't give you that. They
So
found out it was you, and they would have found out. You'd be dead tomorrow.
What chance do you have after saying guilty?
Oh, I didn't say I was guilty.
that's how they're painting you.
I said that I knew who did it. But none of that matters. I am going to confess and say that I am guilty. And then
What?
my next step comes into play.
I have a question. What are you going to say when if they ask you why you did it?
Oh no. It's not really hard to make something up in my position. I'm the spurred prince. I wanted my father's seat back, as is my right. I figured if no one was going to give it to me, then I'd take it bit by bit. Pretty believable, all things
That's very
considered.
believable, yes.
Sure.
And you would take page out of your book.
After you're found guilty, what then?
Oh, I will be found guilty, but got a plan. Can't tell you the plan because I don't really believe that you guys are the best actors, but
You know, that's probably a very clever assumption.
I trust you. In fact, it's because I trust you that I'm not telling you.
All right.
When you get out of this pickle, is there any place we could meet you?
If all goes well, I don't think there'll be a problem. Things go back to normal soon enough. Just play your role as friends from when I leave the city.
We can play that.
Is there anything you need from me to help you guys out?
Yes. Do tell me what your favorite story about yourself is.
Well, that would kind of, like you gotta make one up with us. Yeah.
I do have one.
Anything is fine. Just, gas it up.
Gas it off, okay.
Yeah.
On our way here, the criers in the streets had talked about the lightning ring and that incident.
I did do that. Yeah, that was me.
We are aware. However, my question, what if our role in that comes up.
What roll?
Just making sure.
Listen, I won't lie. The Shogun knows your faces. Shogun
Yeah.
knows who you are, but Shogun's caught in a weird position here. He can't really damn you without evidence. For now, he has none. None of the senators are going to believe a half metal man on anything he claims to see. Sorry, that was mean. I know he was your friend once, but Rengetsu and I aren't really allied.
Nothing taken. Matter of fact. Thank you for giving us this lease, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, there's food upstairs, I'm pretty sure. You guys just hang about the trial. It should be in about a couple hours.
We'll play our
Anything
roles
you all
well.
want to do before the trial?
Oh, Davin, ha! What's going through your head right now? I'm curious.
Ryota's a fucking dumbass. Fuck this guy. Fucking bitch.
Fair enough.
He did save us though. He's a mad lad, but a dumbass.
See, you can probably be very physically see a Davin wrestling with the goal of doing nothing.
Yeah. Oh, Davin, if think about it from a tactician's point of view, sometimes doing nothing, holding your move, is what is best to save lives. Think about this from any fight, any battle, any war. Sometimes holding off is what's right.
He's using himself as bait. I don't know that the right thing to do is to let him.
You trust him enough. Or, let me rephrase that. I trust him enough to see his plan through. Have faith that no mere fool, no dumbass would openly admit to something like this without knowing the consequences, knowing how it's going to play out, like he said. He knows what's going to happen, and he has a plan to get out of it.
I'm sure what it is.
It's our role to make sure he gets out of it. This is how we play that role.
He thinks the best way to get out of it is by having us not intervene. Maybe we listen.
Yeah, maybe.
Anything else before the trial begins?
I know they won't question us, but I still think it is better to be safe than sorry. We should have an alibi, or we say we were somewhere.
Well, one thing that I am thinking right now is any of the refugees that we came across. It would not surprise me if the shogunate has been able to track them down, and they might place us near Junshi. in that scenario, which was we need something to say.
Shanika, do you have some family?
Wow.
Okay.
Extended
say-
no. Like the circus, we could go back to the circus. I mean, I feel
could.
like it's a pretty bad alibi because lots of people go to the circus and then no one's going to be able to say, yeah, they saw them at the circus.
We could say that we heard something was going on in Junshi, and by the time we arrived, the damage has already been done.
What if we lie? What if we say we are in the abyss of Karazit?
We weren't being terrorists. We were
I-
just in the abyss with our friend the Demon Prince.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
I feel
Well,
like
we
we need
could-
to add, in a lie, you need to have something that's like a little bit bad or embarrassing so it's more believable, you know? Like, if we were admitted to, like, burning down a house for arson, they'd be like, why would you admit to that? They must be telling you the truth.
So Trinika doesn't know how the legal system works.
yeah. Noted. Remember when I jot that down?
Yeah, do not go to her for
They didn't have
legal
the
advice.
system
I
in the
love
circus.
it. I love it.
Their legal
We'll
system
just-
was
we'll just-
who had the craziest
We'll
story.
just, we'll just confess to another crime.
Yeah.
That'll make sure they believe us. Yeah,
mean-
go ahead, Alex.
Can I make this is weird, but what locations are close to Yunchi that's attraction, but not far enough from Yunchi? Is my question.
The only thing would be that trading post. Let me pull the name.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. But we did. The problem
Yeah,
is
the Chozeku trading post is the only thing because it's
Yeah.
surrounded by the forest, and that
Mm.
forest is
Yeah.
made of a poisonous plant. So there's not really anything that people would go there other than the city of Junshi. Now the explosion did not get Chozeku trading post. It maybe stopped like a mile away from it, so it was close, but it did not get to Chozeku. And if you remember, from Chozeku to Junshi, it's a couple of days. That
Yeah.
explosion was massive.
damn.
We
yeah,
saw those people after the trading post, though. So those people
AJ?
would put us past it.
Hiroshi, the Liang family, like the family on the campsite.
Yeah.
Yes, they were after. They were before you got to the trading post.
Yeah.
They were after. I thought.
They were before.
No, they were
'cause They were
before.
coming
Before.
from the trading post. They were going
They
to
were
the capital
escaping.
city.
Yeah. But the problem is, if again, if
They
they find
basically
people
the bomb
we
was
ran
like
into,
an atom bomb in terms of radius. It was like an atom bomb.
Atom bomb, baby, little atom bomb.
We could just say we only got.
Thank
We
you.
could say
You're welcome.
we only got to the trading post because it's on our way.
We could. We were able to only able to make it to the trading post before it went off, but
And instead of
The
saying
roads were
like
too
a whole
crowded,
lie,
so-
yeah. And then we could say we were looking for the poisonous flower.
or we could. But the problem is, we had talked to some of the people there, and we said we were heading to Junshi.
Yes.
If in court we say, oh, we were looking for flowers, and they have found someone
Yeah.
who could place
Yeah.
us saying, you see what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's why it couldn't hurt to say we were only able to get right to the trading post. We weren't able to get
Yes.
past before it went off.
So that's no problem.
If
How
it
did
comes
we-
up,
How
yes.
did we meet Ryota? What do we know?
Didn't he just show up in
Yeah.
New Sanjuro?
Well,
We
the
became
real
friends?
Well,
reason
he
is because
commissioned us for a job,
we robbed
and
the
that
light
job
thing.
was the rail,
That's why.
but we can't say that.
So why
So-
we say how we saying we know him? Why does the prince? Why did the prince care about us to meet us at all?
If we
Um,
said that we did a job for him in the Feywilds,
Can you remind me of the rail? Because I don't think I was there for that
we
session.
stole we
It was
we
remember
broke
the
it.
train when you guys went on top of the train, stole the piece of the Demonomicon, and like
Oh.
acid like half the train. Rengetsu was there. We were allies
Yeah.
once.
You
the
was
train that, like,
there
goes
and
above our
she
house.
No, it was
No,
before.
No.
this was
way after Yuma.
yeah. No, this
I
was
don't think I was
Talix.
there in the session
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. because I don't
But,
remember
yeah.
a train or book.
Do you remember Mecha Rangetsu?
Barely. No, I don't think
Okay. It was a session where we fought Mecha Rangetsu.
so. Okay.
Mecha
Coined.
Rangetsu.
Coined.
So annoying. It's good.
Fuck.
It's good, dude. Metal Rangetsu doesn't work,
No,
but Mecha
Mecha.
Rangetsu is
Okay.
amazing. Darth
But-
Rangetsu doesn't work.
He
Mecha
did
is
show up at our house, right?
Yes.
I'll tell you the canonical reason is that
Yeah.
like, the true reason is that Ryota showed up and we're like, oh, you guys are capable. Help me rob this train.
Yeah.
You guys
We
were
can't
under-
say
But
that
y'all didn't
before.
know he was a prince. Y'all didn't know he
Yeah.
was a prince at that point.
And then after the train heist, we fled into the Feywilds to
That's when you met
lose
Bloody Mary
GTA
and-
stars. Yeah. Did we do anything for Ryota while we were in the Feywilds?
That's when you met Ayuz and Tasha.
Yeah.
That's when she sicked the
Yeah.
monster on you.
Yeah, but
We could just say
try-
that we
I'm
had
try-
gained notoriety with Fighters Guild. And
yeah, just through the guild, and he came to us for a job. But what job would that be?
Make it up. A
Yeah.
Yes.
Lie.
Pro- we were.
What
s-
if
Well,
he...
we're doing this live, so I gave y'all enough time to deliberate. We are doing this live.
Huzzah!
You guys are brought to the trial antechamber, and the construction of it is unique to you all. It's a circular room. Kind of like, the best way I can describe it is like, you know in Star Wars, the Galactic Senate? It's like that, but without the floating seats. It's like it's different levels of seats, but it's all connected to the floor. It's not that massive either. In the very top of like where the circle is, at the very top of it, where it meets its apex, is the tallest seat. There's a single seat and a small couple of stools to the side. The Empress is sitting there, this young, maybe adolescent, not even a young adult yet. This teenage girl dressed in this full regal garb. The shoulders are maybe double her size and her frame. This massive headdress that extends all the way out, covered in pale white makeup with this very avant-garde design from the eyes all the way down of red strips and tatted red and blacks all over. Directly below that awning is two familiar figures. This older figure, Shogun Toshino Masaki, and to his right standing, Rangetsu. Each of these areas have different awnings that jut out, and they equal the amount of provinces of Shilao. The 7-8 provinces all have their own senator, excluding the province of Shilao. And then there's all the court of the capital city, as well as many guards. But what's most unique to you is in the center of this big circle where everyone sits is a small pit that's depressed. Stone slab covers the entirety of it and it's polished clean. Above the stone slab, not covering all of it in the circle, there looks like thin tatami mat. Eventually you all sit down. Ryota enters in. There are gasps and kind of hushed talking as he approaches, and he's in his full garb, weapons as well, like he wasn't just a prisoner. And he stands there. Yo! Kind of, you hear the gasps and the audacity come from all of the different senators and dukes and daimyos, etc., etc. As the Empress stands, everyone hushes. I have decided to step down as adjudicator over this trial so that the justice system of the Republic can remain as impartial, more impartial than me. In my stead, I named the Venerable Toshino Masaki, Shogun of Shilao, to act as adjudicator. There are claps as the Shogun stands.
Can I pause? I have a question.
Yeah.
This is the guy that hates us, right?
The Shogun doesn't hate you.
Sybil.
He hates Sybil.
Sybil.
Okay, so he hates us. Got it. Good.
We
thing
hate him.
Sybil's not
Sybil
here
isn't
for
here this time, so we're good.
We hate him. Fuck
You
it.
guys aren't on trial this time. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not on trial this
no
time.
nipples. This time.
Ryota's one of us.
This time.
The Shogun speaks to everyone. He starts kind of introducing and lists all of the crimes out that Ryota's being accused for. Before we speak to the accused, we will call character witnesses. Sigmund Italics, using that history check, you know this is kind of reverse order. Typically, all of the crimes are put out, and then they
Yeah.
explain the evidence, and then they ask the accused what their take is, and then they ask for character witnesses. Asking for character witnesses first, Sigmund on a 28, DC 25.
Oh, cool.
You know this shit is a farce.
It's
They
a
don't care.
kangaroo court.
They
Yeah.
don't. It's a kangaroo court. They don't care.
What's a kangaroo court?
Like it doesn't
It's
matter.
like-
Bullshit.
Yeah, it's rigged. It's
It's
rigged.
Doesn't matter.
It's a giant show.
And
The
Sigmund
Shogun
just
looks
like
to-
his cancer cough and just be like, rigged.
The Shogun looks to Ryota. For your first character witness, who do you call? I call the Honorable Duke Tak of Yamatori. You see there kind of gasps as this turtle individual makes his way in through the doors. Hello, everyone. And he goes on to talk about a prosperous relationship between himself and Ryota. Ryota stepping in to help the Duke in many areas of Yamatori strife and things that kind of outstretch his jurisdiction. And to your point, Shanika, the Duke does not shy away from saying things that might not be totally legal.
Let's
But
go.
nonetheless, he does it in a way that highlights Ryota's help of the city. He even does it so masterfully to tie it into the same time period as many of Ryota's disappearances from the city. You see that he puts the same time of the lightning rail being attacked. Ryota was off helping Yamatori's region with a bandit problem. Check your papers. And sure enough, the consulate checks all the papers and the time frame matches up, signed, sealed, and delivered. There are a couple of shaking awes in the audience. Now here's how this is going to work. Ryota can call on 3 people. And by Ryota, I mean you all can pick 3 people to speak. This will be a performance or a deception check. Depending on how well this story is, you don't have to role play it out. You can just tell me. You may get advantage on this. Depending on how bare bones it is or how unbelievable it is, you may get disadvantage on this. You have 1 person so far rooting for Ryota. Who will speak first?
I vote Sigmund, but I'm not sure if we should save it for last or
Can,
first.
I have a question mechanically. Am I allowed to bardic inspiration people?
No.
Is that a
Well, you
yes
tell
or
me,
no?
how are you going to bardic inspire them? Other than it obviously being on your feature, how are you inspiring your allies in this moment?
A hearty pat on the back with can't
Gotta
get
get more
worse
than
than
that, baby.
this.
Gotta give more than that, baby.
No.
The reason
No.
why I'm pressing you now is because this is a very tense situation.
It is.
It's hard to inspire someone in a situation that they know is probably not going to go their way. It's like, hey, bro, you just bet $10,000, you're down 9,000. You gonna be good? It's like, thanks, thanks, bro. It's kind of that type of concept.
Can't get worse than this. I mean, it could, but like,
It literally could. So you convince me. I'll let you sit on it, but for the first person, matter of fact, let's put some dirt in your eye.
I have a question. Just to clarify
Yeah.
something. What is Ryota's like place that you stay at? What is it technically called?
It is Tashiro, the House of Tashiro.
Okay.
It was the home of the emperor before he became the
Yeah.
emperor and lives on Capitol Hill.
Okay.
I have another question. So
Yeah.
is the judge going to ask us, like, are we going to be are we questioned, or is it just here is
Uh,
testimony?
maybe.
We're just giving testimony.
Maybe. Oh,
Maybe?
maybe,
Alright.
you'll be questioned.
Shnika?
It's a kangaroo court, baby.
That is true. That is
Shouldn't
The
true.
rules.
Alright.
That's me. I'm
I-
Trinika. Hello.
What's your deception and performance modifier?
Plus
what do you have
7
in
for
plus?
performance. Deception is plus 11. Here's the issue. I, as Dasha, can't lie.
You don't have to.
Can you
It's
just
Dasha. It's okay. You don't have to role play it out. You,
You-
just gotta
you
tell
can
me
be-
what you want to do.
You can explain
I-
it.
Okay, I can't, but like, what are we doing? Like,
You're boosting
2 minutes
him.
on the clock.
You're boosting his ego. You're telling like he's such a
You're
nice
gassing
guy.
him up.
You
he
are a
saves
character
kittens.
witness. You guys are character witnesses. Anything
Character
more that you want to add is up to you. But your
Yeah.
role here is character witness.
I mean, just
I
say
only have a plus
how he
5.
helped us out, like how he helped us out without saying anything illegal. I think
you
would
are
be.
the
Questions,
worst
Alex?
person who just said that we should admit to arson to get out of this.
Alex, what was your question?
And no, I mean like I'm just telling Dasha I'm only plus 5. That's all. And
Yeah, no, Trini.
Either.
Okay,
so I say Sigmund, Dasha.
Yeah.
and
should
what's your score, or Davin?
Hey, AJ, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
There is
lie.
not a set
Okay.
DC. This is a fluid
Oh, yeah.
DC.
And
AJ,
well,
I'm gonna lie. I'm just gonna say how he like saved us for like we were about to die. There's like a guy who wanted to like pull a gun on us or something, and he saved us.
Okay. Give me a deception check.
I would love to.
I have something that
Can
I
I-
want to say, but it depends on how you, what you
I
do.
16.
can I
do you
flash a
wanna-
G? Oh,
Shanika, as you describe the situation, the
Wait,
first question
um,
back almost immediately is, where did this happen?
Let me look at outside of New Zatura.
And your business in New Zatura, do you find yourself there often?
I live there.
And have you lived there for quite some time?
Define quite some time. Like how long are
What
we
would
talking?
you define
A
quite
year?
some time as?
I mean, I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. Like, this is very vague. Can we have like some things that
How
are less
long
vague?
have you lived there?
I have lived in New Zatura. Guys, how long have I lived in New Zatura? Like 3 months?
yeah, I would say yeah.
Like 3 months? Before I was part of a traveling circus, we moved around a lot. This is my first time actually like living in a new home. He even sent me a
Circus?
fruit basket.
What circus
Yeah, have
were
you-
you a part of?
I'm gonna pull up my fucking backstory now, AJ. It's been months since we played. Give me a sec, I'm pulling up my backstory. I'm sorry, guys. Google Docs. Please don't connect to the Wi-Fi now.
Way
Give me a
up
sec, guys. I'm
story.
sorry.
I should play a bard. Da, da,
You said
da.
the Symphony of Sight Circus.
Symphony of Sights, yes. You might have heard of me.
You see that there are a lot of people writing on parchments. No further questions. As you're walking away, Chernika, you all kind of hear, is this the prince's best character witness? A circus clown? Who's next?
I can go next if nobody
I'm gonna
wants to.
kill myself, damn.
We're sending you and Odavin.
Okay.
Who's going next?
I tried.
I will.
I didn't say you failed.
I know, I'm just mad. Calling me a circus clown, that's mean.
But not
I'm
inaccurate.
sensitive.
But not. Who's next?
I am.
Hit up Sigmund.
Go ahead, Sigmund.
All right. Yeah, I'll kind of go up. I'll explain, kind of get a bit of background on myself, and then I'll just say how Ryota has given us aid in the past. He has given us shelter when we've been in the city. He has given us advice on tasks related to our own goals. And
And how did you meet the prince? You seem very cordial with him, very chummy, one might say.
I would say more professional than anything. He once came to us on a job, which had us end up in the Fey Wilds. We are adventurers by trade.
So you mentioned at the start of your statement your background. Tell me, Dr. Taxius, where do you hail from?
I originally hail from Eustace.
What
I
city is
came-
that?
Now I need to pull it up. Una momento,
His
por favor.
players
Next two.
understand their backstory. Challenge level
Next two.
impossible.
Was it Ormond? Ormond.
Oh, you come from Ormond. The Taxius from Ormond, yes?
That is correct, yes. We were a small family of alchemists.
Let the record show that there is another Taxius in our midst. Would you be surprised to know, Doctor, that another Taxius, with the primary name of Jekyll, has recently been accused and is a wanted fugitive?
Can I gasp really dramatically and look like I'm super surprised?
Give me a performance check with disadvantage. I'm telling you why it's disadvantage because, and you can check me if I'm
Natural
wrong.
19 for 26.
2 19s. Hell yeah. I'm giving you disadvantage because this is out of Chernika's wheelhouse. But nonetheless, you want to go big and be like, "Ugh." But you
Wait.
kind of rein it in, your base instinct, and you're very charismatic, able to play into the crowd and kind of follow in what there. You kind of lead the chorus of gasps that are around. Sigmund, give me a
Yes. Can
wisdom saving throw at advantage.
Cool. I would like to flash a genius.
This is
That
to
is my
see-
my
Yep.
second one today.
This
I
is
have
to
a
see if you can
question,
steal
AJ.
yourself. Yeah.
No is totally an acceptable answer, but can my like gasping and like playing into the crowd like give some
That's why
bardic
he has
encouragement
advantage.
to Sigmund?
That's why
Okay,
he has advantage. Yeah.
okay, thank you.
Is wisdom saving throw.
Okay, okay,
25.
we take
5.
them.
You stone wall. How do you respond?
I have had little contact with my brother Jekyll for many years. He was disowned from the family for refusal to follow in my father's footsteps as an alchemist. He wanted to pursue his own ambitions, however flawed they may be. I know not where he is. I didn't know he was still alive until you just told me now.
Interesting. Thank you for your testimony. There's a moment, Sigmund, where the Shogun looks at you and you look at him and it's like, I know you're lying, motherfucker. I know you're lying. And you
Hey.
know I know you're lying.
And
But
actually, that isn't a lie because up to that moment, when I didn't know he was.
no,
I
it's
thought
not.
he
As a
died.
whole, you're fucking lying. Shut up, Sigmund. Shut up.
As a whole,
Shut up.
We found his
Good
we
try,
found his
shut
fucking
up.
bloody mask in the
You
hospital, man.
found, yeah, you're good. You fucking, yeah, good try though. But hey,
thanks.
we are doing pretty well, gang.
Alrighty.
go.
Third and last person.
All right, big +2 coming through. Remind me
That's
again.
speed.
Akata Manor, Akata House,
Tashiro.
Tashiro.
House of Tashiro.
House of Tashiro. And it's,
Tashiro is the last name of the ruling family until they ascend to become emperor, where they take the name of Shilao.
House of Tashiro, like the scale, like, are we talking like a dozen, like people that like man it, or like 100 or 2?
Probably like closer to 100. Maybe not 800, but closer to. When you include gardeners, cooks, servants, like everything that goes into running that manor, probably closer to 100. It's like a Neverland Ranch like size. It's massive.
Though we started off as two men doing a job together, throughout our trials and tribulations and hating one another in the midst of combat, I would consider this man in front of us my friend. I've been to Takeda House, to Tashira Manor.
Ashira.
Tashira. I'm saying Takeda, I think because of JJK.
Yeah.
Tashira House. On many occasions. Were any of you to walk the halls with this man and point out an individual at random, he could tell you their name, how long they've been there, their family. This man values the lives of those around him more than anyone I've ever seen. To think he could be responsible of such destruction is laughable.
Give me a persuasion check.
Can I flash and
25.
tease it? Oh, it doesn't matter.
Guys, the rolls are rolling.
Yeah. It's because
After you
last
sit
time
back,
I only...
Odam, the Shogun doesn't say. Sorry, go ahead, Trinika, my bad.
Oh no, I was just making a quip. It's good. You can keep going.
A whip.
Oh, wait.
The Shogun doesn't say anything. He just gives a slight nod. You are dismissed. Kind of echoing your sentiment, Odavin, Takaru approaches. Takaru says his piece, kind of echoing the same type of things. He's like, I would die for this man. I've been his caretaker since he was a boy. That is a good man. And then Sachi goes as well, and she kind of explains like how at first she was betrothed. There's no one else that she'd rather be with. Eventually, after all the testimonies are said and done, there are a couple of claps. Like some people, a slight minority that's vocal. They're clapping and they're like, yeah. And there's a knowing look on Ryota's face as he looks at those people clapping.
Knowing how.
Eventually, the charges are read. Give me an insight check, everybody.
AJ, I have a question. Can I join in with the clapping? This is clapping like for Ryota, right?
Sure. Yep. Slight. Like
Can
they're
I,
very quiet.
I want to join in to make it just slightly louder.
Okay. I will say, Chernika, give me a general
Natural 20
charisma
for
saving
insight.
throw. No, okay. Insight. I'm gonna say give me a charisma save instead. I'll apply your
Nat 20, baby!
Okay, that would
Ah,
still be a
guys.
27 for the saving throw then. 27 if
Cool,
you're
you
applying
guys
the
can
next
give
one.
me insight at advantage then.
Woo!
I needed that. I rolled a 9.
Better the first time. 16 for me.
I got a 16.
Twin!
11.
My twin.
Oh my gosh.
Right. And Talix, you gonna roll a insight check?
Alex.
All right. I think the only one who got the insight. No one got the insight, unfortunately. Okay. Eventually, the charges are read once again, and they ask Ryota directly, "How do you play?" And almost immediately, "Oh yeah, I did that. Yep, did that too. Oh yeah, that was me. Yeah, me too." Every single time, gasps and gasps and gaps, until eventually the Shogun addresses Ryota directly. Let me understand this. You are confessing to these charges. Yes. There's a loud gasp in the crowd. Murmurings, confusion. And you understand what this means if you are found guilty. Oh, I'm guilty. Absolutely. Very well. Then by the power bestowed... No, wait 1 second. We're not done. I haven't got a chance to speak. You have just confessed to your crimes Yeah. But as is customary, the accused gets to speak in their own defense. Kind of looks around to the crowd. Is that not right? Heads look back between Ryota and the Shogun. Definitely, like, he is right. Listen, I know there are a group of you all who support me, as quiet as you may be. There are many of you that would wish to see me on the throne. And you, Toshino, I'll say using those insight checks, calling the Shogun by his first name is probably one of the most disrespectful things. For a common man, they'd be thrown in the cellars. And you, Toshino, know that I know you want me killed. But the fact is you can't kill me. I alone here, alongside you, Toshino, have completed the trials of Yojimbo. My word will be heard here. So here's what I propose. Trial by blade. Pick your champion and send them to face me. If I lose, then you have my life, and in the eyes of the Black Flame, I am guilty. When I win, though, I will leave the capital city forever and forsake my landed titles. You have nothing to lose. Everyone give me one final insight check against the Shogun.
I accidentally rolled at advantage. I'm sorry. Doesn't matter because I rolled like shit. 10?
I'm gonna use my third Flash of Genius for the day.
Talix and Clutch,
On
thank
yourself
God.
or Talix?
I used it on me.
Okay. Talix, hitting the DC exactly at 18.
Let's go.
The Shogun
Let's-
looks like this is what he wanted. And there's a pit in your stomach for him as you realize that.
That this is what. Oh.
The Shogun wanted. The Shogun wanted Ryota to call a trial by blade. Very well. Clear the floor. We will have a trial by blade. And you all feel the eyes of the Shogun wander to you. I name the cutthroat Krotor Loxtor as the crown's champion. You see the doors opposite Ryota open up, and you see a familiar big man, as Sybil's father in chains, is led out.
Shit!
Can I use
There's-
this distraction?
It's not a distraction. All eyes
no,
are
no.
here.
No, I mean on the Krotor as he enters.
Mhm.
Can I send a message saying, Ryota, he wanted the shit?
Through sending or what?
Message.
What are the components of message?
Verbal, somatic. Verbal, somatic,
Messages.
and material. Yes.
So it is going to cause a scene.
Okay.
You can still do
Oh,
it.
okay.
However,
Now,
that's
okay,
want to be
now.
very forthright.
Okay, we're done so good. We're done so good.
You see there are
That's fine.
confused looks around the audience, as even Ryota's confused, having never met this man. This man owes a debt to the Republic. And as he snaps, the doors behind him up top open, and another familiar individual is brought out in chains. A Sybil, kind of beaten and bruised, not fresh wounds. You see the piercing blue skin kind of is thrown to the floor in front of the Shogun as Rengetsu's body moves to hold the hilt of his weapon. See, Ryota sees Sybil and then kind of puts two and two together. He looks to you all and gives you a apologetic look.
Yeah. C'est la vie.
See, the chains on Krotor are taken off his wrists and an axe is placed in his hand. As Ryota draws his weapon, I'm gonna need one person to represent Ryota and one to represent Krotor.
Give me my boy! Give me my boy!
Alright,
Okay.
I'll be Krotor.
Okay. Crotor has a plus 11. Ryota has a plus 13.
Damn.
We're gonna do best of 7.
Alright.
This is a fight to the death.
Roll plus 13.
I have a question. Can I bardic inspiration? Our boy Ryota? No, it's an acceptable answer. I don't know how I
You
would.
absolutely can bardic inspire Ryota.
And I also Bardic
Oh
Inspire
my god, y'all are funky. I'm gonna say one person can. Y'all are
Yeah,
so
it's fine.
fucked.
I'm
All
so-
right.
How many
Cool.
rolls do I get over 7 rolls?
Give. You only get the first. They have to spend it for every roll.
Yeah,
how
I'm
many
gonna,
rolls do I get?
I'm gonna give you one for every new roll.
How many do you have? Is my question.
I have 3 total, and it's a D8.
Cool.
Okay. First one, Ryota and Krotor. Please roll a D20. Best out of 7.
And you said Krotor has a
you-
plus 11?
Plus 11.
16.
Oh,
Okay, we take those. We take those.
Man, I
32.
wish I had a plus
Well,
11 to hit.
as the
33!
fight is called,
Is that a neat
Ryota
nat 20?
blitzes Krotor. Krotor definitely looks weaker than his full stature. Like, he's been captured, probably tortured, probably battered. As Ryota just blitzes him, he almost carves a lethal blow immediately, but Krotor is able to block it with the Great Axe. He sends this massive, like, Horaloo swing with the axe as Ryota slides under it and cuts his shin. Give me the second one, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 26. Okay.
Oh!
30.
No! No!
Krotor is no slouch. You see as Ryota goes for a stab, Krotor grabs the blade. His blood starts pooling as it drips to the ground. And just a fucking Spartan kick almost caves the prince's chest in. As he falls down, his legs go back, kipping him back up. Give me another one.
Oh my god, I'm rolling like. Ah. Thank you.
You're welcome. 14.
Ryota is not just dexterous, but he's also strong. As Krotor goes in for this massive cleave, Ryota kips back up, dodging the cleave in the middle of getting up. He goes for this massive stab to the throat, trying to end it as quick as possible. There's that apologeticness, like, hey bro, sorry, but I gotta get me. He gets Krotor right in the neck as the massive warrior sidesteps it slightly, but it's a deep wound. As they both step back and eye each other slightly. We are at 2 for
Ryota,
Ryota,
1.
1 for Krotor. There's going to be no more Bardic Inspirations.
Mhm.
So these are going to be round 4, please.
Okay, we take 14. Yes.
17. I rolled.
After that gash, Krotor's holding one hand, grabbing the Great Axe. Sybil, what's going through your mind as you watch your father fight for not just his life, but yours?
Am I like, so I'm bound, but I'm sure I'm not allowed to have my mouth open because I'm a witch. They're not gonna
Oh,
look
you're
frickin'
gagged. Yeah, bro, you're done. You're like Salem
No.
witch trials up there.
Wait.
I think that like it's like a slow realization of her worst nightmares coming true of 2 people she would hate to see clash having to fight to the death, and she's just can do literally nothing but watch it happen.
All right, that is
Oh,
3
no.
for Ryota. As Krotor's holding his neck, he swings wildly. As Ryota parries it,
You're not
brings
ready
it
for this,
down, and goes up for an up slash as it cuts him in his chest. He steps back. Krotor looks fucking rough. Round 5, please.
You're also sick with the physical.
And-
Nat 20.
Yeah, I need that 20, Ryota.
No, close. No cigar.
Getting his second wind, Ryota tries to finish it. He's caught by the same bloodied hand that's holding his throat as he palms the prince's face, slams him to the ground, and just throws the axe and is just fucking brawling at this point. Like, fuck this axe. It's not too heavy. As Krotor just slams the prince down, one punch against the face, some of Ryota's teeth actually hits the tatami mat as his face is caved in on one side. 2 hands go up to bring down as Ryota sidesteps it, and they're crossed each other again. Another one, please. You're at 3-2.
AJ.
Oh, wait, I rolled a 2d20, sorry.
Hey, yo!
The first one was a 2.
Okay,
So
yeah,
2
that's what
plus
I thought.
11 is 13.
13.
1, 2, 3.
I was like,
This
I was
is
like,
Ryota's
God,
fourth.
Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute. I saw
Jude-
great
Kotor
dice. I'm like,
definitely
what
looks weakened as he doesn't have the great axe in his hand anymore. He goes forward, very much like Horaloo, lunges forward. He bear hugs Ryota and tries to suplex him backward as the prince catches himself with his feet on the ground, spins out of it, and very quickly unsheaths the Tanto, the smaller blade, putting it right in the abdomen of the great warrior as he stumbles backwards. Last round, well, not really. One more, round 7.
In my defense, Trinika has never seen Sybil's father, and I don't think she would make
30.
the connection with her dad.
You saw him in literally the abyss like
29.
2 weeks ago.
Close.
Oh,
We tied?
He told you thank you for looking after me. To your face.
yeah.
It's 3-4 right now. Ryota kind of
3-4.
tired too. He got clobbered pretty quick. It's kind of like an unstoppable force meets an immovable object, and you don't know which is which. Like Ryota's putting a lot of hits on Krotor, but Krotor only needs like 2 or 3 to really do damage. And similarly, as they clash again, Ryota goes for a slash. Krotor just brings his forearm as the blade embeds in his forearm, cutting the bone. You hear the sound as it slices through, this cracking sound. Using that weight cutting his forearm, he just rends the weapon out before fully just lariating the prince. His body flips, he hits the ground without a weapon, just a Tanto in one hand. Round 8, please.
What are we going for? What are we going to?
5 out of 7. Ryota has 1, 2, 3, 4.
Or
Ryota
I
has
have
1, 2,
Ryota has-
3.
Yep.
So if Ryota gets one more, he wins.
23.
21.
We are
So whoever.
tied.
Come on,
We are
Ryota.
tied. Ryota gets up, and you see magic being cast in this combat for the first time as Krotor bomb rushes, putting his forearms in front. Ryota unleashes multiple small motes of force as they definitely bring his feet down, breaking some of the mat, but Krotor's a fucking juggernaut, just rushing through. He picks Ryota up and is just squeezing him. You hear some of the bones in Ryota's back begin to break as the ribs start caving in. Last roll, please.
All right. 18.
31.
There we go.
As Ryota's being held, he's able to grab the Tanto, stabs it straight into Krotor's jugular as the man falls to his knees, holding his neck, as there's a tense silence that overcomes the crowd. Ryota, breathing heavily, walks over. He picks up his sword. And then there's a sound, not from within, but this guttural sound from outside of this trial room. It shocks everyone here. It can only be described as the sound of choking and bones snapping. There's a slight yelp. Immediately, all eyes, with the exception of the 2 warriors who are trained on each other, even Ryota pauses, bring the weapon up as the doors slowly open. The first thing you see are 2 guards, mangled. Their torsos are twisted, so they're looking behind them, but the head has stayed forward, so their body's in this weird Rubik's Cube-like state. The head and legs looking forward, but the torso looking back, lying on the floor, and in the center of them, covered in blood, is a small boy. Deep purple skin. As Ayuz steps forward.
Fuck.
Oh. This is what I was talking about.
Everyone pauses as a senator screams, "Someone get this insolent child out!" The head is rend halfway through. From the nose, fully horizontally, the head is ripped off, and blood spatters. There's a brief silence as Ayuz's finger just goes like this. Hello. Screams immediately as Ayus covers his hands. And he puts one arm very, very quickly, like a child does, an entire pew of the court. To call it a massacre is an understatement. Bodies are deatomized instantly. Blood spews from newly made orifices around the pews. Everyone starts evacuating immediately.
Was that hello?
They realize that
Sorry, was that hello pointed at anyone or just
at you all,
oh,
he points to you all, he looks to you all.
Yeah, I use I'm just trying to calm him
Everyone
down. Like, all right.
gets up and they start running through the doors behind them. The senators are able to get out safely, except for the one that spoke. But those that came in for like you guys, they got to go through IUs. And as they get closer, as they come maybe within 2, 3 feet of him, even just passing him, their bodies look like they go through a blender.
Oof.
Just within 2 feet of this little boy, their bodies disintegrate until nothing but just Cronenberg slop is left as their bodies hit the ground.
Yeah, I'll try and go up to Ayus, be like, Ayus, calm down.
Sigmund,
Everything's okay.
as you approach, give me an Arcana check.
Cool. Just to be safe, I'm gonna use my 4th Flash of Genius. Take away to plus 14.
I thought you already used your last Flash of Genius.
No, I used 3. This is my 4th. I have 1 more.
Okay. Sorry.
No, you're good. 22.
22. You realize, Sigmund, as you get closer, it's like, oh, you stop yourself, kind of like when an animal realizes that they're sizing up something stronger than them.
Yeah.
It's like instinctively your body stops. You know if you get closer, you too will suffer the same fate.
Okay. From this distance, can I try and calm Ayus down? Like, I'll have Carbuncle stay with me, but like as kind of like a little toy, like, hey, Ayus, I'm just gonna need you to relax, all right? Let these people get past you safe, all right?
Hi.
Hi. How are you doing? What?
The Shogun starts screaming orders, kind of calling, and immediately guards pull their arrows out. And as Ayus slowly walks towards you, Sigmund, you don't feel that pressure around him until an arrow is launched and it stops right before it hits the child. That wasn't nice.
Ayus, please don't hurt that man.
The arrow turns and launches towards the assailant as it hits him straight through the throat and he falls down. The Shogun immediately gets up as him and Rengetsu turn to leave. It's a madhouse in here. What are you all doing? Everyone knows the Shogun hasn't left yet. Everyone is like, fuck. People are climbing the pews, trying to get out through the doors. It is a madhouse here.
I'm fully focused on Ayus.
Are you used to that?
I will be very honest with all of you. Right now, there is a baby, there's a child that is massacring everyone. Guards are taking aim, and almost immediately as they unleash it, either their bowstring snaps and it cuts their hands, or the arrow is stopped and thrown back. Like, they're not waiting around for anyone to talk. They see a threat and they're shooting, as men would do. Yes, Talix.
In this kartoffel, could I free Sybil?
Give me an athletics check.
Yes.
Fucking
Please.
elfin lead going out over here.
Basically,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it elfin lead or lied?
I always said lead.
Lead.
I've
Lead?
never
As
heard this
song.
phrase before.
It's
25,
it's German
Talix.
song.
You think quickly, you see your ally, fuck this kid. You're running, you get on the banister and you pull yourself up to where the Shogun sits. As he's opening the door, one of the aides are opening the door, trying to wheel him out. Rengetsu draws his weapon immediately and points it towards you, maybe 10 inches away from your heart as he holds the weapon out, and you're just in this stock standstill. Sybil, you feel a slight pulsing on your ring finger. That abyssal ring grows a bit colder.
I think right now she's just like screaming against her scraps. You know what I mean? Like,
As you start thrashing, immediately Rengetsu turns one head. Talix, give me an attack roll, if you should so choose. I don't want to put actions in your mouth.
I would. Thank you. And I will
You
do
don't
this.
have your weapon.
Oh, I don't have my
but
weapon, but I
you don't
do
have your
have my
weapon, give it a
fangs.
trial.
I have my
You have your
fangs.
fangs.
I do have my fangs. Natural one.
You
Hit
try to
metal.
grab Rengetsu, and as you make a bite, your fang, one of them breaks on the metal.
Oh.
As you hear the mechanics whir as he grabs you by the throat and lifts you up, as the Shogun barks, "Leave them! Now is not the time." As Rengetsu immediately drops and he goes to pick Sybil up. As he does, Talix, you see from your very close position, his hand crumples. The metallic hand crushes. There's a slight through the face mask. As he turns, he sees Ayuz with 2 arrows stopping and immediately throwing out. Just one haphazardly hand open. "That's my friend." And as he does that, Rengetsu is pushed backwards. The door that was leading to the exit explodes with the force of this unseen magic as Rengetsu is pushed through. The aide immediately pushes the Shogun out. Talix, what are you doing? Or before I get to you, Talix, I'm gonna come back to everyone else. What are you guys doing as Ayuz walks closer to the center of the area, kind of making his way towards you, cutting everyone in his path?
Yeah.
It doesn't seem malicious. I will say that. It doesn't seem malicious.
Yeah.
It just seems power. Like unrestrained power.
Oh my god.
I'm just trying to keep Ayuz kind of quote unquote calm, like contained. Like I'm trying to get him to like mitigate as many casualties as possible. Just kind of talking with him like you would a kid, kind of.
Okay. Talix, give me a perception check.
Okay. 13.
13. You hear very quickly in all the chaos, some senators looking at their notes, papers rushing as they're leaving. "Let it be known the malcontents." And then it kind of cuts off in the cacophony of sounds. But you're there with Sybil. Rengetsu has just been blasted away.
Can I just point to the senators and AU? Just AU?
Ayuz, look at me. Do not hurt anyone else. All right? Do not hurt anyone else.
Trinika's gonna come over to Talix and be like, should we get rid of the senators?
Well, can we... Where's Sybil right now?
Sybil is right in front of you on the pew of the
Okay.
Shogunate.
This
This is all happening very quickly.
Yeah, I want to get Sybil.
You grab Sybil, you throw her over your shoulder. Ryota's looking around. He's injured. He kind of realizes that he just falls to one knee, and both men now on the ground bleeding pretty profusely.
I want a healing word, Ryota.
I'm gonna drop a 3rd level cure wounds into both Ryota and Sybil's dad.
So you
I can
jump
roll
down into the center of the pit.
Yeah, I'll jump down in the pit.
Okay. Give me a spellcasting check if you're healing Krotor.
Okay, spellcasting check. What do I roll for that? Charisma?
D20 plus your charisma.
Okay. Natural 1.
Oof. It's hard.
Can I try healing him?
Krotor is looking like he's already dying.
Oh,
you
wait.
Can give me a spellcasting check, Sigmund. Yeah.
I have Spare the Dying. Would that work on him?
Give me a spellcasting check with advantage, Sigmund.
Cool. So that'd be my
Specifically
intelligence.
spare a dying creature.
yeah.
the healing doesn't work as well because his wounds are deep and cure wounds isn't enough to kind of get him good. This motherfucker is dying. It's a bit different for NPCs. But I'll say
So it-
at advantage because Chernika attempted to heal
Yeah.
him.
So it's a d20 plus my intelligence.
What's your intelligence?
Okay.
This is the theme song.
21.
21. You're able to spare Krotor slightly, but he's still not out of the woods by any means. As Ayuz is just walking and he's kind of his head cocked to the side as immediately archers, they realizing they're out of their depth, they're still running, and you're not in this. There's not going to be a moment when you're alone in here.
Yeah. I'm just after I kind of heal Protor, I'm just trying to talk to Ayuz, be like, trying to get him dealt with, quote unquote.
He reaches his hand out for yours.
Kind of let him just grab it.
You guys are going to be my friends forever. That's what Grandma says.
Yeah. Wait.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Of course, we're friends.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. We're going to go to Grandma and play forever, right?
Grandma? Who's grandma?
Yeah.
Baba
Forgive
Yaga.
us. It's been very long since we've seen Grandma. Do you think you could help us out with that?
Grandma. You
Grandma,
all get I need a wisdom saving throw from all of you.
can I
I'm-
ask?
Me too.
Grandma on daddy's
Yes.
side or mommy's
Okay.
side?
Just give me a wisdom save, please.
Negative
Is
one.
this
let's
against
go.
being charmed
It's not
or
charmed.
frightened?
It's neither of those things. You are
Okay,
looking, You are being shown a semi-truth of an aberrant horror.
19.
Okay.
Fails.
Got a 9.
A 19 fails.
19 fails.
Damn.
Close.
Yeah,
Nicely
against
done.
this person's DC, I can't imagine why. No, I'm just kidding.
Your heads immediately have a splitting migraine. You feel like your skull is about to split in half as in all
Oh,
of your mind's
I
eye,
have
this white
advantage.
face appears very
Ah.
quickly to you.
Yeah.
Shut
18.
up. The pale
18
knight.
still
Who would have
fails.
thought
Wait,
that
This
would have
18.
happened?
White
Yep.
face launches towards all of you. Your heart sinks to your stomach.
Is it the pale knight?
It's just
Yeah.
a massive white face rushes towards you all, and it's gone immediately.
Oh
Who
my
could've- How
god.
did this happen?
Does it look familiar?
Shocking.
To you, Odavin, yes.
Triniko would know. She's never seen the White Knight. But what the fuck?
Yep.
Oh my
We're gonna
god.
go play now. One final arrow is shot, but not at Ayuz. As it aims towards you, Sigmund, it hits you. You feel the arrow go through underneath your shoulder blade, coming out through your chest.
Yep.
As Ayuz goes, oh. The arrow is reversed back and the wound closes as it goes
Ah.
back to the bowstring and snaps, breaking the hand of the archer until that hand is rended out. Not just the hand, but the entire bone of the arm is pulled. As the arm hangs there limply, dies from shock and blood loss almost immediately. We're gonna go play now.
Does your daddy know we are going to play with grandma?
Why would you? Sigmund, you feel a grip on your hand tighten. One of your knuckles breaks.
Ow.
Why would you mention him?
I use. It's okay.
Oh.
It's okay. It's okay. Everything's all right. Everything's
I'm
all right.
Do you know
I'm just kind of like, like you kind of like see Sigmund like ow,
You
ow, ow,
guys
ow, 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 ow.
Don't want to play with me, do you?
No, I do.
We want to play.
It's just
we want to
important
play.
to let your daddy know where you are because he loves you and cares about you. That's all.
Chernika, you're pushed back as this boy's like body tenses. You fly through the air and corkscrew and hit the ground. It's not lethal, but it's definitely like a. As you're pushed backwards, you hit the ground. He goes, "I don't have a dad."
Okay. Hey, everything's okay. We're sorry. We're all very tired.
You see this boy's eyebrows furrow. Give me a persuasion check, Sigmund.
Okay. Can I use my? I'm gonna use my last one for the day.
When our fates hang in the balance of one freaking persuasion check. No, let me stop.
Yeah. Persuasion.
You got this, Siggy. Let's do it.
Could I, by chance anyone want to give me a bardic inspiration?
I'm out. Sorry, Biscuit.
Can I? Can I?
You can.
I can.
Cool.
Can I
Tyler,
What
I
is
can't
it?
do
A
anything for you,
D6?
sorry.
Yes, before that bardic inspiration and before you roll, Odavin.
Yeah, Odavin, go.
Just gonna walk up in the fucking like midst of all the chaos and be like, hey,
You all are covered by blood at this point from all the senators, the nobles.
Yeah, just
blood
trying
has
to act like
coated
it's normal.
everywhere.
Yeah, I've actually met your grandma before. We're old friends. Let's go.
Give me a persuasion with advantage, Sigmund or Odavin.
What's your
DC is-
persuasion?
DC
Six.
DC is 23.
+6.
Plus 6 and a bardic inspiration. DC is 23.
Yeah, I'll give it to him, and I'll flash a genius his.
Yeah,
Okay.
didn't you use your fourth?
No, he
Instead
was
of
going to
using
use
it
it
on
on
me,
himself.
I was gonna use it on me, but I'm gonna use it on
Cool, so
Odavin
D8.
instead.
Didn't you also use your last one earlier for?
No, this is my
22
last
check?
one.
He was going to use
Okay.
his last one on him,
Yeah,
but he's
okay,
using it on
yeah.
Odavin.
Okay.
So D8, right, for bardic inspiration, Alex?
D8.
D8, yes.
And it's +5 for Flash of Genius?
Yes.
You got
23, baby. At advantage. Odds are in your favor.
But I think only one of them gets the.
Yeah, 32.
There we go.
You mean it?
Yeah.
Sorry. As he looks to you, Chernika, kind of getting up from this pool of blood.
I forgive you, Ayuz. Please don't do
His
it
head
again.
looks past you, Sigmund and Odavin, as he looks at Ryota and Krotor and starts to raise a hand.
Ooh, look at that.
We're friends.
Ayuz,
They're cool.
do you want to do something nice? No is an acceptable answer, but they look hurt. Do you want to maybe heal them?
I don't know them.
You know Sybil, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
That man right there, Sybil's
Sybil's
A very
wounds
close-
immediately close.
pointing to Sybil's dad and not using the word dad. She's gonna be, that man is very close and dear to Sybil. She'd be very sad if he died.
What?
A very close friend of Sybil.
Oh. Okay.
And
He
Ryota,
gets
very
closer
close
to
friend to
Krotor.
me. And us.
Oh.
We love him.
Chernika is
Stop
also doing the
talking.
heart symbol
Once
with
you,
back
once
of
you
Alex.
succeed, stop talking.
I
Everyone.
know.
He puts one finger on Krotor and his wounds start to close, but it's definitely like I use his heart wasn't in it.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
he's
like,
like-
Fine.
And then Ryota
You're doing
again.
such a good job, Ayuz. Thank you.
is
I'm gonna
looking
help him do
between
the
all of
heart
you.
symbol.
No, he's
Oh,
looking
funny.
between all of you
Sorry.
and counting. Eight toys. Friends.
Friends, yes. I can show you a toy if you want, and I'm just gonna say Trinika has like 3 balls that she can juggle in her backpack. These are toys.
Okay. Let's go.
Can I make a pleading look to Ryota as Sybil? Just like trying to get across, please save him. Please save that man.
Ryota is dead tired at this point. Him and
Yeah.
Krotor had a close fight to the death. They might have been like stopped from being like murdered, but they are just gassed. They're like, there's a deep baby now. What the fuck?
Yeah.
let's go.
As Ayuz puts his hand on the ground, he starts tracing the mat. A small oval appears. still holding your hand, Sigmund, haven't letting go. Let's go.
Okay. Okay.
And you feel all of you descend away from this material plane.
Including
For you,
Krotorin.
Odavin, including Krotor and Ryota. For you, Odavin, a very familiar white expanse. There's a light gray mist. But it's the best way to describe this place is not a void, but it's nothing. It is the absence of existence. Need a wisdom save from everyone, please.
Anything for you,
All for
AJ.
Ryota.
Oh, did Ryota come?
He took everybody.
Oh my god.
Ooh, 10.
Sybil
Let's go.
succeeds.
Sybil's poor
6.
dad. Sybil's dad's like, what the fuck is happening?
Oof.
It'd be like that
Sybil, you
sometimes.
succeed. The rest of you, as you're in here, you can't move.
And he like,
I also can't move, so we're all in the same boat still. No one ever timed me, so
Sigmund, Sybil, you're the only one
Right.
that can move. As Ayus tries to hold Sigmund's hand, and then he goes, "Oh yeah."
I guess I fall off of Talix because he stops moving, and I'm just like, what?
Sigmund, you can traverse. There's a floor to you. The rest of you are stuck still. And then Ayus just sits down, conjures two small little toys, like wooden make.
Mhm. It's a very.
Your turn.
Am I able to grab him?
No, use it to Sybil.
Okay.
I'm still tied up, so I'm just like,
Oh, you don't need that.
oh, she'll start.
Rags dematerialize. They just fade away. There's no external force. They just fade away.
Thank you. She looks at her dad. Is dad okay? She like,
He's alive.
okay. So she's just like, thanks, Ayuz. How long have you been here?
Mm. But where you're here now,
It's
you're
true.
gonna be here forever.
That just might be true, huh? Where's grandma?
Oh, I don't know. Here,
Everywhere all at once, maybe? Looks to her party.
kind of past the ground. Hi, Grandma.
Yeah.
Hello.
She kind of gives you all a nod. Oh,
Sigma's like a. Hey.
this isn't the
Fancy
return
seeing
I
you here.
expected. She kind of just does this.
Sybil,
Okay.
you feel a chilling sensation on your back. The rest of you, it's a unique thing to not be able to blink and still not see something come into existence. As this tall figure, not touching this empty ground, stands behind Sybil, maybe double her height. You just feel a cold chill behind you, Sybil.
She just kind of puts the hand with the ring up like this. Are you going to kill me?
The body moves away from you into behind Ayu's. And you can swear there's no limbs to this thing. I can't even begin to describe how unfathomable of a design this creature is. It's a tall, humanoid-esque figure that looks to be covered in a light white veil that obscures every facial feature. There's a nose for sure. You don't know the dimensions of it. You don't know the roundness or the pointiness. There's lips, but you don't know how wide or how small they are. There are sockets for eyes, but you don't know how big or how small or how close or how far apart they are. It's just
It's like just
Fathomless.
it's like a thing that like no matter how
It's a
long you spend
thing.
looking at it, you can't like
it's a
describe
thing.
it even in your own brain. That's crazy.
But you can swear all of you, one wisp comes up and strokes little boy's face. The rest of you can move once again. And it's an eerie thing for nothing to happen. It's the same sight that you're viewing.
you for rescuing me. Thank you for allowing him to, Grandma. I guess she'll look to Odavin, like, give the look of, like, you have the most experience. What do we do here?
Can we see like where the Pale Knight is like looking? Do they have like a physical like tell of like direction or?
There's no way to know. Its body is like behind Ayu's, and you assume that it's looking in this general direction, but it's like it's a moving, unmoving thing.
He just kind of.
You do hear Ryota put the sword on the ground, slowly stand himself up, his brows furrowed. Go ahead, Odavin.
Ryota, you almost died once today. Maybe not.
Deaf ears. What are you doing?
I was kind of gonna be like, I will unconscious. Table it for a second.
Give me a persuasion check.
Eh, 14.
14. I'll make a wisdom saving throw for Ryota. Nat. Oh shit, that was private. Nat 20.
Oh,
Nat fucking 20.
that's fucking like
He's still holding the sword. It's like don't get in the way of this, man. You get that? It's like don't get in the way. Let me die. Do not get in the way.
I just kind of address the kind of IUs and the kind of as like one group. What do we do now?
Oh, you stay and play. I made toys for everyone. And as he says that, small wooden toys, same that he's had, materialize. He pats the ground next to him.
I picked them up.
Can I make an assessment just on what I know about magic? Just kind of like looking at this entity behind him, and him. Does it seem like the entity is channeling itself through him, or is it the other way around? Like he's kind of just like
the other way around.
it exists at his whimsy, kind of thing, in this sort of way. Not exist
I
at his
get what you're
whimsy,
saying.
but like you know what I mean. Like it's just protective of nature.
Give me an Arcana or a Religion check.
Gotcha. Let's see what we got. Religion, because I actually have something. 19. We take those.
19. It seems you don't even know how to remark on this relationship.
Yeah, it's. Just
Ayuz is calling it his grandma, and it seems like it's standing behind him, but it doesn't seem protective because it doesn't need to be. It doesn't seem threatening because it doesn't need to be. It's just there.
Interesting. Do I get the sense he's safe here? Like, actually just safe? Like, regardless of what we think about the situation? I mean, in loose terms. Like,
safe is
this Tasha level bad? Like, or is this, like, more benign than that? Let's say it that way.
The Pale Knight is a mysterious entity. No one knows their goals or their ambition.
Gotcha. So Grazit
and Tasha both had their own reasonings for doing their things.
Right.
Grazit wanted to
this
have
one's
Ayuz
just
a successor.
This one
Tasha
just seems like
I used to not hurt anyone, and this thing is just
right. It's just there. So like my sense is like, okay, so the inevitability that this thing knew would have come to pass has already come, and that's the end of it as far as it's concerned. It's moving along. Interesting.
There's something that's unique to all of you, though, is that Ayuz seems to have a distaste for his father.
Yeah.
A newly acquired distaste.
Man. Only someone had seen that coming. Me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Is he going through his puberty phase?
Oh, kid. He's like maybe 8.
Okay.
7, 8.
Okay.
It's a terrible
willful
twos,
traitors
7.
all.
Still look at though.
And Ayuz just playing there. He's like,
Look at this airplane! Here comes the dragon!
The actual figure morphs into a dragon as it goes.
Hmm. I'll go
I'm.
sit and play for now until I figure out what I'm gonna do next.
He's just playing. He's just content to play. And the Pale Knight is
Interesting.
content to watch.
Is my finger still broken?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna make a quick splint for that.
What are you guys doing?
Fuck all, I guess. Just hanging out.
What are you guys doing?
I'm just gonna stick really
I-
close to Rita for no reason.
You need to understand that. This is what I use wants. He just wants playmates for eternity.
Yeah, so if we
Yeah,
don't do
yeah.
something, this is our this is
Yeah.
death, basically.
Yeah.
This is the end of the campaign right here unless we fix this right now.
Yes.
I just wants playmates for eternity. What do you guys want to do? You guys wanted to come here. Asked you to come here. You definitely came here.
Can I look at the ring still on my finger?
It's pulsing very slowly, almost like a heartbeat. Maybe a minute and a half, 2 minutes in between pulses.
So I get the sense Groz's alive, but he might be in some state of not so good right now.
If he's alive, he soon will not be.
Oh.
Alright.
Oh no.
I have sending, but I'm not sure you will let me.
Do you want to attempt to cast sending?
Oh no!
What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna sit down
I-
next to Ayus.
Look, he always has the thingy that you have. And sure enough, as you look down, your figure has a tiny little gun.
I'll just kind of pick up the toy that was a dragon, and then the one that has the gun, and just. I win. Yeah, usually do. I'm assuming. I'm pretty strong.
Hmm? What's that?
What's what?
That word.
Strong.
Mm-hmm. What's that?
Strength is the ability to impart your will on the world.
Oh, so like the opposite of weak.
Exactly.
Is it opposite day?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
You're really strong.
Yeah, I wish you guys were stronger. We could really play stronger.
That was my point, actually. You beat me to it. Smart, too.
Oh, I win again.
You do?
Ooh.
You see, we're not nearly as strong as you, obviously. So, there's really only so much playing that we can do.
No, it's just fun.
I'm sure it is, but for how long? I mean, you think it'll get boring eventually?
Yeah.
Well,
Then we'll just play a new game.
okay. What if we could find you people that were stronger than us, that could play with you better?
Strong people don't play good.
What do you mean?
Why would you say that?
Grazit was strong,
Mm.
and he didn't play very good.
Do you think that's because he was strong or because he was Grazit?
He didn't play very well.
I'm sorry to hear that.
He was a big jerk, wasn't he?
But I have grandma now.
You know, it occurs to me, is that still what you want to be called? Ayus?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It occurs to me, there may be other people like you, strong like you, that would want to play.
No. No. I like you guys.
Oh, we like you too.
I know.
Hey, Ayuz,
Mm.
you do like us, but that one, she points to her dad. Do you really want him here forever?
He's just napping.
Mm-hmm.
I do that sometimes, but then after he'll play too.
Okay. Sounds good. It's wonderful to play with you.
Oh, thanks.
Do you ever want to make other people learn to play better with you?
No.
Okay.
No.
Makes sense. Yeah. Can't tell where this energy's looking. A minute and a half, huh? Hmm.
So we're in. Can you? What's the scenery? Is this just a black
White.
mass of
There's
nothing?
nothingness,
Yeah,
an
yeah,
endless
yeah.
expanse of
Yeah,
nothingness.
okay, that's what I was figuring.
Remember that one
Um,
episode of SpongeBob?
if we're gonna play here for a while, could we paint the scenery a little bit?
What do you want?
I mean, a castle would be nice.
If we had the castle, then we could really pretend that we were
He
playing
puts a
dragon.
tiny castle.
Nice.
Oh.
Oh, here comes a dragon into the
Oh
castle.
no! The castle explodes.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah. Did I win?
You did. You beat me every time.
You all become increasingly aware of not just this figure behind Ayuz, but the same figure simultaneously behind all of you.
Ah,
Oh.
Wait, I like turn around. Do I not see her?
It follows you as you turn.
Okay.
What if I go? Is there a mirror anywhere nearby?
yeah. Wait, is this like that
No.
Or,
one
like,
stand from JoJo's
can I
Bizarre
use-
Adventure?
It's like this. It just like it doesn't like move quickly. Like if you turn, it'll just.
I have a question. If I use some like the reflection off of my sword, do I see anything behind me?
No,
You just feel it there.
you just feel it there. You can see with your own eyes, but nothing in a reflection.
I use.
Good
If
idea,
you
though.
don't mind me asking, how did you meet your grandmom?
She came to visit.
Oh, that's so sweet of her.
Yeah.
Did she get you
then
any presents?
Grazit- Yeah.
What did she get you?
Kind of just looks at his hands.
Oh, did she give you some magic and power? That's so sweet of her.
Grazit tried to stop Grandma. And so
You
I
know-
stopped him.
We don't need to talk about that bad stuff right now. We're having fun here.
Are you
Thank you for
hungry at
telling me,
all?
Ayuz.
Are you hungry at all, Ayuz? I could make us some food if you like.
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
Are you hungry?
I actually am very hungry.
Kind of points his hands out towards your stomach.
Holy shit, what the fuck, Ayuz? Whoa.
Come here. He kind of lifts his own shirt up to show his like child belly. Come here.
Okay, I
Go-
come
Go
over.
like that.
I do
Kind
that.
of puts his mouth to your stomach and does the raspberry when you go like a
Yeah. I
he does
start
that on your
giggling.
stomach and you're no longer hungry.
Wow, that's very impressive, I use. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Hey,
gonna
come
turn
here,
to look
come here.
at like someone behind me and just give a panicked look. But I don't want Ayuz to see my panicked look.
Ryota kind of speaks up. I got a question. See, I use looks. I have a question. Were you supposed to be here forever? Mm-hmm. On a nat 20 wisdom save, he's this close to snapping. He's like this close to snapping. But he obviously Ryota's smart enough to understand, like, I'll probably get us all killed. That's the only reason why he hasn't done anything. It's because he's
Yeah.
like, I will probably get us all murdered.
Yeah, I try to like reach out, like just because I've already had a connection with the Pale Knight before, on like a fucking like molecular fucking level. Can I attempt to like reach out like mentally to the creature?
It's a weird thing to get such a fluid connection. The second you have the spark of an intent, you feel a connection. And your figure behind you turns to look at you down from maybe 3-4 feet ahead of you. Just looking down. Your body is racked with this cold aura. If you could put a microscope in your body, you would realize that your blood has stopped moving. Your heart has stopped beating. Your organs have stopped working. But you're still here. Your body has seemed to, the body itself, going into shock after connecting with this thing.
Just kind of think, just kind of having a conversation mentally. Hello again. It's been some time.
There's no response. Proceed if you'd like.
Yeah. I know why Ayuz wants us here. But if you care to enlighten me, I seem to find myself with nothing but time. What exactly do you gain from this? What is the plan?
That he is happy.
Do I should I bother with an insight check, or is that like it doesn't really?
I will tell you this. You can make an insight check. If you fail, you have attempted to glimpse into this aberrant horror and have failed. Your mind could very well shatter.
I'm just trying to like gauge whether is the truth or not.
It's hard because it's this aberrant, this ancient aberrant horror of untold power. Trying to determine its truthfulness for a mere mortal is a feat only a god could pull off.
I'm assuming you've been watching. As much as I don't want to piss off the kid, I don't think any of us want to be here for eternity. Any chance you could help us with that?
One will remain.
Who decides?
No response.
For the record,
In this comment.
I don't relay anything that I just heard.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else?
Wait, you do relate or
I
you do not?
I do not relay anything.
Okay. Cool.
Alex, Chernika, Sybil, Sigmund, you're playing with Ayuz as he goes. He's now created a small army and a castle, and he's behind the castle, and he's throwing battlements. This tiny mini, kind of like in Gulliver's Travels, like
Mhm.
this tiny recreation of wooden toys with working weapons shooting at this castle, and a dragon flying above as he's like puppeting it. Talent, your forces are weak. You gotta do the thing on the left. Chernika, you gotta get to the battlements and start hitting the dragon because it's coming. It's actually blowing real fire. Sigmund, you gotta heal everyone and make sure they're good. No, you died. Oh. And he just continues, seems content to do that for eternity.
I use. May I have another set of toys for when that one wakes up?
Oh, okay. Kind of puts them
Chill.
around, just on Krotor's body. Just a couple of toys spawn on his chest.
Thank you.
There is a clock.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Huh.
No.
I have something that
Well, we don't know
I have
anything
something that I
about
will
it,
do
so-
at 3
No,
minutes and 10
you
seconds.
don't.
I have some, and in 3 minutes and 5 seconds, something I'll do. I'm gonna see if anything.
Why
anything
that
else or
specific
someone
time?
else.
I know it's 4 minutes and 45 seconds for me.
Oh, 3
Oh.
minutes now.
Oh, it's still 4 minutes for me. Sorry.
Yeah, it's 4 minutes 34 seconds for me.
I got 3
Alright.
minutes.
Yeah, 2:55.
Are,
So-
are you? Are you?
Hmm.
Would you allow me to talk to my daughter?
Oh, should I bring her here? I can bring her here.
No, don't bring her here. Can I just send her a message?
Oh. He looks up to the pale knight and looks back.
Okay, I just want to say, Romelia, I love you.
Roll me a D100.
There's a chance this shit not gonna do.
No response.
Damn, that would have been good for divine intervention if we were level 16.
If we had a cleric and we were level 16, two things that we do not have.
Yeah, but like I'm
1
just
minute
saying.
and 55 seconds left.
Oh,
All right. I think that Sybil's gonna intentionally like drop a toy towards Krotor and just walk over to pick it up. And then she's gonna use the
Mhm.
ring for what it does, regardless of what happens.
What are you trying to do?
Oh, I'm going to Grozin, to the palace
Okay.
right now.
Who are you taking?
Just me and Krotor, or whoever else jumps through this portal as soon as it happens, pretty much.
Okay. You put your hand down. You focus on the ring quickly, and as a portal begins, all of the pale knights around you coalesce around the portal and stare at you, Sybil. Ayuz goes, "What are you doing?"
What are you doing?
I'm sending him somewhere safe.
He is safe here.
She looks at the pale knight. That's probably true. But
Talix and Sigmund, you see tears, and Chernika, tears start to form on the corners of Ayu's eyes.
Ayus.
he's not good for
Shh.
playing Ayus. He's one of the ones who's strong. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Ayus, it's okay. It's okay. Deep breath in, deep
Ayus.
breath out. Shh.
Isn't it fun to play with people who want to play with you? If you force
guys
someone to
don't
play with
wanna
you,
Be my friend. None of you do. See his hair starts to stick up slightly, almost like in a breathing motion.
Did I reform my connection, or did it break at all?
No, it's still there.
Send them all.
How about
Faster.
this? Oh. Yeah, I can't stop what he's doing. That's for sure.
You see the Pale Knight doesn't respond to you, Odavin, kind of all of them coalescing at that portal and just not looking at Sybil, but looking at Ayuz. And then you all hear in the expanse, too late. Ayuz's shoulders tense up. He's shaking like a kid, doing that like the mad thing when they want to like be mad, but they don't know how to like express their emotions yet at this age. He's like, no one wants to be my friend.
Can I have
Nova might
Carbuncle?
want to be your friend.
Yeah, Nova. Yeah.
Nova, yeah.
Yep.
No one wants to be my friend.
She saved you.
Does your grandma want to be your friend? Have you asked your grandma to play with you?
Grandma's my only friend. Get out! As he pushes forward, you all fly backwards. Your body's hitting the ground, and he just keeps screaming, "Get out!" and "Get out!" and "Get out!" over and over again, just viscerally in every word, kind of like Inumaki in JJK, like yelling, like "Blast away!" You're being thrown back as he's just walking forward
Towards Sybil.
towards all of you. He's just an angry child.
All right. Hey, Sybil.
I'm gonna need everyone to roll initiative, please.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
boy.
we'll find out, buddy. I don't know.
Yeah. I
I'm
was
not
about to ask,
gonna-
how does that portal
I'm
work?
not gonna be here forever, so I don't. You know what I mean?
Fair.
7. All right. Good job, V. Oh yeah.
9.
Oh, we're rolling. Allegedly. Finally, the voice of reason. Oh, great. But we're gonna go somewhere I really don't want to be.
32. Sigmund got a 9. Sybil got a 7. Chernika got a 12, and Talis got a 19. Let me roll for Ayuz.
Guys, I am like out of a lot of my third level spell slots and I have no bardic inspirations, just so you know.
Wait, why are you out of third level spells?
Because I tried to heal Ryota and Sybil's dad, whose name I still forget.
Ah,
Oh, sorry. Fucking minus 1,
Crotor.
so 9.
Krotor, thank you.
Yes.
Then Krotor.
Crotor Luxtor.
Oh, not. John. Sorry, why am I fucking up minus 1? Krotor has a 10. Alright, so it's gonna go Odavin, Talix, Chernika, Ryota, and Sigmund.
yeah, buddy.
Sybil, or excuse me, I lied. Krotor, Ryota, and Sigmund. Sybil, Ayuz.
So Ayuz is going last.
Odavin, I kind of paint you a picture here. Let me. Definitely did not think this was gonna happen. But hey, we are here and we'll do it live. Alright, give me 1 sec. I know you guys don't have tokens yet. Give me 1 sec.
I love the vision.
Thanks. Put Sigmund, Chernika, and Talix closer. Sybil over here. I'll put Ryota right here. And then I'll just create 2 quick tokens. Krotor right there. And I use right here. Give me 1 sec while I plug in initiative. Y'all feel free to speak amongst yourselves.
Well,
This is TP thing. Jokes.
Rewind.
Hey, Sybil, friend, pal, welcome back. How did that portal work?
Are there any plants
Better
near us?
than living here forever, Sigmund. You're
True.
welcome. Like, what?
Well, I mean,
what are we comparing it to?
Well, no, I mean, what does it do? I guess.
Health.
We're going.
It goes to health.
We're
Okay.
going to the abyss. Or
Gotcha.
O'Davin equally could take us to the Feywild. I don't really like either option. I'm going to be straight with you, but either one is
Yeah.
still better than this. So-
True.
Let me draw the portal. It's 10 feet. Appears right here.
It was
Yeah,
very
take
funny.
Nova.
So let me move it right here so it's easy to see. That is y'all's portal. O'Davin, you're first up.
Do I feel any connection at all with the Conrad anymore?
Or you feel a connection.
You said like I feel like my words kind of like fell on deaf ears. I feel like that's the
Mhm.
case still, or
Essentially you were like, take me, and at that point Ayus had already gotten riled up, so the Pale Knight was like, I'm gonna see how this plays out. What are you doing?
I don't know.
You gonna move, you gonna run, or just pass turn?
I'll just pass the turn, I guess. I don't know.
Alex.
I don't know what to do.
What are you doing?
There's a portal there. I have a daughter. I'm running into it.
Okay. Talix, you take this quick decision and you book it, jumping through the portal. Talix, you are out of combat. Chanik, it's your turn.
I am worried about this. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna move 15 feet. Oopsies, that's measurement. Gonna move 15 feet, cast Long Strider on myself and Sigmund. Let
So
me
what does
mark
that
off.
do?
You have extra 10 feet of movement for an hour. It's not concentration. So that was 15 feet. I am going to move another 15 feet and then the 10 feet from Long Strider. And then bonus action dash because I'm special. Rogue stuff.
Oh,
And I'm in
that's
the
'cause you're
portal.
special.
That's my turn.
All right. Krotor crawls into the portal. He's out. Sigmund, your turn.
Yeah. O'Davin, are you running to the portal? What are you doing?
Oh, that was just gonna stand there for now.
All right. O'Davin, come. I'm like, dude, come on, let's just go. He will. Actually, first, I'm gonna move 40 feet. Do you want me to vortex warp you into the portal?
No, I can get there.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll dash into the portal.
All right. Sigmund moves in. He is out. It is Ryota's turn. By that action. Ryota charges forward, not towards Ayu's, but towards the Pale Knight that's still behind him.
Ryota, you're gonna die. Dumb
Sybil, it's your turn.
motherfucker.
This is gonna be kind of nuts of me to do. I kind of want to cast Tidal Wave and force Ryota and Odavin through the portal, to be honest with you. But I don't think I can push them that fucking far. That's so far, dude. I don't think I can push them that far. Not with a 10-footer. You know what I mean?
Amen. Only one way to find out.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna cast Tidal Wave on both of them and try to push them into this portal.
What save is that?
It's a DC 19 deck save. They're good. Both of them are really good for this.
Yeah.
So
And it's a
that's why I'm
spell.
like,
Ryota has advantage on this.
yeah,
He
it's
can use
it's all I can do.
one reroll.
Nah, yeah, you're way good.
Yeah. You throw the tidal wave and Ryota puts his arms out and tank it. Odavin, you too. You take the water. Anything that you want to do, Odavin.
How does Ryota look?
Ryota's for blood.
I don't like physically.
Oh, he's fucked.
I guess I'll just say, we can't save him. He won't listen to us. Ryota, please.
Give me a persuasion check, Sybil.
Yep. All right. I can do that. Okay.
No fucking way.
Awuga.
Ryota looks to you. That
Just-
bitch took my mom.
And we'll come back for her together.
No, we won't. I wouldn't stop you. Don't stop me. Please. Please.
I think like a couple tears roll down her face, and she'll just turn and walk through the portal.
Ryota has one tick. I use his turn. He's going to move 10 feet. He's going to have to move a bit more. Odavin, I need a strength save from you. Ryota will also do a save.
No, not two.
Oh.
18 fails. You both are flung back 25 feet and knocked prone. As I use this walking, he goes, everyone only wants to use me.
His name, I use. Sorry.
Alright. Odavin, it's your
that
turn.
was
You're
actually
prone.
funny.
I'm always feeling sick.
Can I get up?
Yeah.
Can I help Ryota up on my turn?
On your turn, to help him up would be an action. I don't know if you want to use an action.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
I was kind of like extend a hand out to him while he's on the ground. Just pick him up.
He takes it, but kind of just uses you as leverage to lift himself up.
Is this what you want?
It's what I've been fighting for my whole life.
Can I do an insight check? I want to see how deep the conviction goes.
Yeah, give me an insight check. I'll say you can do this at advantage based on y'all's relationship with Ryota.
18.
18. It's like he's not stupid. He knows he'll probably die. But there's that thing where it's like, I have an opportunity. I'll probably lose, but I can't sleep if I don't take this opportunity.
Yeah.
you doing, Odell?
Just kind of nod. I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on the Pale Knight.
What spell level is that?
It's first level spell. It's a
Doesn't affect the Pale Knight. Doesn't affect the Pale Knight. Leveled spell, limited magic immunity.
Should look at Ryota. Just gonna nod at him. Then action surge and take a shot. Against the Pale Knight.
The Pale Knight doesn't have a token here. The Pale Knight is an untargetable creature in her own domain.
And how is Ryota fighting her?
Ryota's not fighting her. He's going towards Ayuz.
Ayuz is fighting her.
That's Ayuz.
Cool. Then I'm taking a shot at Ayuz.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
I'll expend a group point to make this a better shot.
Mm-hmm.
That's one.
That's 20. Roll damage for me, please. I'm gonna roll a d6. 6.
What's it do?
That was scary.
Roll damage for me.
I'm scared AJ's gonna be like, the damage comes back at you times 6. That's my fear.
Something like that. 41 damage.
41. Heads or tails?
Tails.
Heads. The shot hits Ayuz, and it just blows some of his clothes off, and he looks at it. You hit me. You hit me.
Murdered dozens of people that didn't deserve it. You're owed more than I hate.
You hit me. You hit me. Why did you hit me?
On the other response.
You do math here. You called tails, it was heads. As you hit, I use one of the Pale Knights surrounding the portal. They're not impressing on the portal. One lunges forward, hits Ryota in his back, and disappears, almost going into him. As he takes this damage, he and starts spewing out this white, viscous substance. There's 5 left. Anything else, O'Davin?
That's it for me.
Ryota, at the start of his turn, I'm going to roll a d6 for Ayuz. 4. As Ryota lunges forward towards Ayuz, another Pale Knight, the second one, hits him again. He and he's going to leash 3 Eldritch Blasts on Ayuz. 20 will miss. And that one will miss. 21 will hit. Eight. Someone call a heads or tails.
Failed.
It's tails.
Let's go? Question mark.
Yeah, Ryota's gonna pick himself. A third one hits Ryota again. And he falls to one knee. As Ayuz gets hit again, it doesn't seem to deal lethal damage, but it's definitely like scuffing his clothes up. You hit Now it's Ayu's turn. Yeah, he's gonna do just one attack on each of you. $31. Oh, sorry, it's on real. 31 and 32. I'll give you the 31 of Davin.
Yeah, still is.
Roll me a 2d6.
2d6. 4.
4. Your con is reduced by 4. Ryota's is reduced by 7. That, because it's reducing his maximum hit points, which is lower. God. Okay. Davin, it's your turn again as Ayuz just walks 10 feet.
I will,
At the start of your turn, roll heads or tails.
yes.
Heads,
Yes.
tails. Tails. Yourself or Ryota?
Me.
One more pale knight goes into you. $59 points of damage.
Okay.
Your turn.
I will move up a little bit. And I will take 2 shots with the Drake Main. I'll make them both.
Roll your attacks.
I'll make them both dead eye shots. So 2.
Roll your attacks. 2 and 3.
Sorry. First one is a 30.
30.
Second one is a 26.
Ayuz is going to use his reaction to deflect the first one back at you, so roll damage.
Uh,
15 points of damage to you.
Nope.
Knocked unconscious. Alrighty. It's Ryota's turn. He rushes forward, makes his 3 attacks. That one. 27 will hit. 22 will hit. Plus 6, and then another plus 12. And then 46 fire. Oh, well, it's 2d6 9. So 28, 37 plus 5 is 42. Someone call heads or tails.
Tails.
Heads.
Sorry, besties.
Attacks. Ryota's going to call the last 2 into himself. Because the only 2 people that damaged Ayuz were, that were aggressive to Ayuz, there were 6 Pale Knights. 4 of them went, or 5 of them went into Ryota. 1 of them went to Odavin. So that makes Ryota the loser. As the last Pale Knight enters in Ryota, he drops the sword. He falls to 1 knee as Ayuz just looks at him. I thought we were friends. All of us.
You thought wrong, bitch. Sorry, that was muted.
Oh. This is what they meant by a strong friend. Yeah. That'd be fun. Yeah, take him. Odavin, as you're barely conscious, you see Ryota's hair slightly turn white as he starts coughing up this white blood. Before it can hit the ground, it coagulates around him. The clothes disintegrate off him. His skin is rendered bare as you hear this screaming from Ryota. This painful scream, like every fiber of him is being rendered unmade and remade. Until he stands again. Differently. The clothes from up top are bare. Just his bottoms. The sword is gone. His hair stark white. One will remain. Hi. Zayus kind of laughs. Hi. Let me post this real quick because it just finished downloading. I don't know why it took so long. As Ryota, his hair stark white, the sclera black, and his eyes burning with this gold and amber coloration. Oh. Hey. It goes to you, Odavin, your body barely conscious. It grabs you by the scruff. You think you're a hero. Palms you by your cheeks and holds you up. You're weak. You've always been weak. This could have been you. And he grabs your face and holds you up, squeezing your head slightly. Your nose begins to bleed. Your skull begins to crack. Give me a perception check, Odavin.
It's not.
It was 11 on the die.
Yeah, -1 to 10.
So -1, 10. It's hard to tell. You don't know for certain. But the grip lessens slightly. You don't get that on the perception.
Yeah,
But your grip, the grip's like, yeah, what are you gonna do?
The only thing I can think to do in the moment that is both like a shock enough to potentially like jolt him, and something that would remind him of like our connection. While he's holding me up, I'm gonna try to kick him in the nuts as hard as I can.
You're unconscious, brother. You chose to fight. You have no strength left to fight. I'm sorry.
That's why I asked if I could do something.
Fair, it's fair. Yeah, you can do something, but like physically, nah, you're unconscious. You fought, fair, but you can speak. You're not gonna say anything? Just checking.
Yeah, no.
Okay. You're dropped. And then the body of Ryota falls onto one knee. I'm gonna need you all, every single one of you, and the Odavin, Sigmund, Chernika, Talix, and Sybil. We have 5 Constitution saving throws. You're gonna make this on behalf of Ryota. We're gonna go one at a time.
Can I go
top to
first?
bottom. Yep,
Damn it.
top to bottom. You're first.
Oh, I didn't know I was
Ryota's
top on your
Khan.
screen. I'm bottom on my screen.
Ryota's con after being reduced.
Oh shit, why did I roll my own con? Sorry.
Ryota's con after being reduced is 13. So he's a
So
plus
plus
1
one.
plus proficiency. He has a plus 7.
So
Do you want to
plus
use
8
my
total.
original roll of my
Let's-
1 or 5, or do you want me to read?
D20 plus 7. 5. Now I'm going to use 5 plus 7 is 12.
Oh.
1 is a failure.
Sorry, I tried.
I need to be very transparent here, and I don't want to be a dick.
Be a dick.
We need 3 out of 5, or Davin dies here. On 3 out of 5, Ryota can maintain control just long enough. If not, Davin is rendered inert here in the Pale Knight's domain, never to be seen again.
Look.
Oh,
Davin, give me a con save. Actually, I'm going to save down for last. Sigmund, give me a con save. Plus 7.
alright. Come on. Hoochie mama. 19. 26
Success.
total.
Success.
Nay.
Alright.
Sybil, con save.
I did my duty.
17.
Success at a 17.
Boy.
Oh, alright.
Talix,
Damn.
failure.
Down to
Davin,
this.
you need a 10 or higher on this dice. This is quite literally your final death save. Or me a d20. Eight. You see the Pale Knight overtakes Ryota again. A bit of an annoyance. No matter. As he holds Odavin up, the hand morphs into this pale white blade and stabs through the chest of the gunslinger, his heart coming out and pinned on the edge. As he pulls it back out softly, the heart goes back into its position, but all of the different parts connecting to it no longer there. As the body of Odavin Rex falls, you see Ryota, the Pale Knight, walks towards Ayuz. Come on. Let's play. Okay. As he holds the hand of Ayuz, he continues to walk. The rest of you appear in the Argent Palace. You're in the throne room. And sitting on the throne, their chest cavity open, ribs sticking out, still sitting in that same position, is the Demon Prince of Indulgence, Grazit. Blood splattered across his body.
Time to run over and
Can I
try to save him.
can I spare the dying?
Nah, Grazit is way too far gone, I'm sorry.
This is a demon prince. I don't think a cantrip's gonna save him.
Hey,
Um,
look. I had to try. I have to try.
That's true.
When I put
that's
the
true.
ring back on his finger, I don't know if a revivify is gonna do it. How about a raise dead? I have a diamond for it.
I'll be very transparent. Grazit was rendered
Yeah, that's what I
by
figured.
this ancient aberrant horror.
There's no
This
shot,
makes
right?
it the best if Eos destroys the planet, because maybe Eos can kill you.
Can you give us a D100 chance?
I'll tell you what, if you get a 10 or lower on a D100, I'll allow you to attempt to revive Grozit. That's how the scope of this thing is. I'm
Let's
not going to give it to you. If you roll a
No,
D100
no.
10 or lower, you get a chance to save Grozit.
Who's gonna roll it though? Ain't gonna be
I'm
me.
gonna laugh if it's a 99 so hard. I really hope it's like a 99 because I think that'd be really funny.
It's if Sybil wants to try, because you're the only one who can do it.
That's fair. I'll roll it and see. Nah, 42. I can't bring it back.
That's
It's too
the
far.
answer to life.
As Grozit is there, he goes, "Hey." You hear sounds of fighting outside of the palace and close by as well. Chaos unfolds around.
And then just tears streamed down her face. That we were
Oh.
finally friends.
Save those. The Pale Knight. She came and spoke
We
with
know.
Ayus.
We know.
He doesn't understand. Save my son.
Oh. Oh.
I'll try.
We will.
Tetsuken. The Masu Mune.
Masamune.
It was a weapon blessed by the goddess of the black. It can. It's Demon's Bane. Get it? No matter how long it takes, get it and kill that bitch. He
We will.
doesn't know. He doesn't understand humanity. I didn't teach him that. I should have.
You did the best you could.
No, I was ignorant to see it.
Of course you were.
You gave him a chance to grow. That's more than enough.
Can I just hold Grozit's hand as he's like passing away? Just don't want
Yeah.
to be the one.
He holds your hand too. Goes, "Hey, Slugger.
Hey.
Seems like fame isn't in the cards by my hand."
It's okay. He's tried.
You kind of reaches his other hand as a slow portal opens up. You gotta get going. They're fighting for my seat. I can't guarantee your safety.
I think Sybil will give him a kiss on the cheek. Thank you
No.
for everything.
Even in this state, I'm still sexy.
I'll give him a hug.
I'll kind
I
of
will
like
remember you. And then I will leave for the
kind of take the hat off. Goodbye, old friend. Thank you for everything.
You all are acutely aware that Odavin and Ryota did not join you. However, as the portal begins to diminish, I don't know much. People sending you somewhere. You might get help.
Thank you.
Get out of here. You hear the banging on doors as demons vying for this seat of power are probably going to start coming through and fighting for who rules over this realm of Azagrat.
No time for tears. We gotta go. She'll start
Yeah.
walking towards the portal.
Same.
No, never mind.
Odavin, you have passed. The cosmology of Premium. My voice just cracked. No one talk about it. Well, I'm going to talk about it first. The cosmology of Premia is very unique. When you die, you can go to a couple of different places. For a while, it seemed like the place that you were going to go would be Hades, place of neutrality. You worship the goddess Hecate in much regard. But there's another place that you feel the doors are not barred, but closed slightly. You can attempt to force your way through, or you can fade away. What do you decide?
Jared.
Place
Odavin.
is.
It's hard to tell, man. But you know that there's an offering that could be made to open that door.
I think he would try.
What do you offer? You hear, buddy?
Yeah, I just don't know what I think I'm gonna lost like out of game what's happening.
You're fading away into the afterlife. You have an opportunity to join a realm that not many get to go to. But there's an offering that you must make. It's a warm feeling on the other side of this door. Not a door that you can see, but a door that you can feel, a wall. You push on it and it slightly gives.
I think he would. I think he would try to go into whatever's next as much of a warrior as he can be. I think he'll sacrifice his magic, the kind of crutch that he's taken.
You put both hands on this unseen door in front of you. You can't see your hands, you don't see your body. It's just a feeling, as if you close your eyes and can feel around you. And you push and nothing happens at first. And then you feel a palm hit your right hand. What you doing out here? Go on.
I didn't make it.
Didn't you? Feel another palm on your left hand. We're right here. This feminine voice, familiar one. Come on. Kind of as you press, you feel these two hands press with you, and kind of light fades and breaks away. As you're standing in a familiar field. You're at the bottom of a hill, and at the top of it are two very familiar figures you haven't seen in many years. You see a man, clean cut, slight beard, very well trimmed, tall and athletic. But they're in the distance, and they seem translucent. And kind of one arm wrapped is this another tall woman, beautiful long hair. Come on, kid. Get up.
I'm trying to make my order.
Your legs don't touch the ground. You're trying. You're attempting. Come on. You got it. Kind of pushing forward again, you feel grass under your feet. And you see your father, maybe 15 feet away. He doesn't say anything. He just regards you. This, your father.
I'm sorry.
What?
I wanted to see you.
And?
No, I can't.
What do you mean you can't? You've always seen me. Your mother speaks. We've always been here.
That I was gonna avenge you guys. That I was going to make Vorlix pay for what he's done to us. I can't do that anymore.
None of that matters. Stuck to your guts till the end. That's what matters. You failed, but you did it with honor. You did it with respect. You were you until the end. I think if you continued on, you wouldn't have been you. You would have been someone else. It's time for you to rest, Knight. You've earned it. warm embrace. First one in many, many years. Kind of ruffles your hair. Time for you to rest. Let's go. The rest of you appear back in the capital city of Shilao. You're in a very slummy area of the city. Sewer pipes sticking out, covering this area with drainage and excrement from the lower levels. But for all of you, it's familiar. You've been here once before, when you met with the Silver Hand a few months back. Or even a few weeks back before heading to Junshi. Hideout probably isn't too far away from here. What do you all do?
His dad's still
We have to
pretty
keep
messed up.
going.
Crodor is walking now.
Okay. There's Tree. There's Tree. And we are not going home. We are not going back to New Zatura right now. Because there's only one person I know that would be waiting for us there, and that is the last person we want to run into in this moment.
Yeah.
So, I think Sybil is actually going to take them to the remains of her home. Or like the other side of that forest, basically. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Probably where her dad was hunting that day that Graza took him or whatever.
Okay. You kind of arrive. You know your bearings around Crotor 2 kind of being in the forest. He gets his bearings. We need to keep pressing forward. Always. We're not too far from Nematoma, but
It's not safe there.
it's not safe anywhere. I'd rather go to a place I know than a place I don't.
She kind of just gestures to lead the way.
As Crotor begins walking, what are the rest of you guys doing? Sigmund, Talix, Chernika.
Bestie, I'm still not over that scene. Give me a moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
So did Sybil just take her dad?
No, I took everybody.
Take everyone.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I think Talos is crying at the loss of Adavin.
Yeah, I think that as soon as we
I'm
cross that
gonna-
boundary into Nematoma, Sybil's just on her knees, just bawling.
I'm casting Ascending to Arlen.
Okay. What do you say?
Davin did himself to the end. I'm sorry. Could not protect him.
Understood. Understood. As you all continue on, there's a sound in the shrubbery. At this point, exhausted, you try to turn quickly, and then you see this young man. He's carrying this massive bow staff on his back, hanging from one of the trees. Grotor! As he drops, you see Titano Mikashuri, the master of the monkey spirit. As he rushes forward to Crotor, he wraps him up. We were sent away from your friend's home. Everyone back at the village is gathering everything, and we're moving quickly.
Get them somewhere safe.
Come with us. Everyone, come with us.
I cannot.
Krotor kind of, now is not the time! We move forward together. Always. We must rest and figure out our next steps. And he kind of falls to one knee. We need to make sure no one died in vain.
You're
He
right.
gets up as Titano tries to help him. He pushes him off. I can walk. He continues moving. Eventually, you all are, unless there are any hard objections, are met with the village of Nematoma. Everyone is gathering things. It's not like chaos. It's a organized pattern. Like everyone's like, all right, cool, time to set up. Things are being brought, tents and big things are being brought down. Like whatever they have is getting packed up and they're ready to move again. You see all of the heads of the clans except for that same Megami Usagi. Eventually you all are tended to, and very quickly the 10, as you're given a second to breathe and take in the most recent loss, you see this familiar blue dragonborn. Is everyone okay here? Well, not okay, but breathing.
Still breathing.
We will survive.
We have been in talks with well, allies would be the wrong word, but people who don't wish us harm. Your home and your city and your ship has been seized by the Shogun.
That makes sense.
Mr. Ulkengraf, I took the liberty of sending my spirit. Koi Koi went to your home. It seems that they won't be harmed.
Hmm?
Your family, they don't belong to this nation, officially.
Yes. Yeah.
But I would keep your heads down for some time. If I may ask, what happened? I was told that there was a massacre and individuals with your descriptions, shockingly similar, are being blamed alongside the prince.
The Pale Knights came. An envoy of the Pale Knights came.
How much do you tell Nadi? Because Nadi knows nothing of the Pale Knight.
I tell Nadi that the Pale Knight, essentially the Pale Knight is a being that can kill a demon prince. That can make even Tasha fear.
Kind of looking to you, Sid, will you corroborate this? Right. Well,
This envoy killed, massacred.
yes.
Good.
I think it looked wise to show your faces for quite some time. We will transport ourselves to various locations. I think it best if you all either move in small groups or separate for the time being. We will all be together, but far apart. This is safer this way, and then we can reconvene at a future time. There is a haven of sorts in the nation called Safiland. We will be heading there. Will you join us?
Before before that, we need to take a moment to honor our friend.
Of course. I will give you as much time as you need, but we must move quick. I am
Can I
just
start?
putting out there that the opportunity to come with us to safety, at least for a bit, is there for you all.
PJ, I have a question.
Yeah.
Are there any like wildflowers nearby?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna start picking them.
Absolutely. Yes, well, we'll be leaving in no more than 3 days. I hope to have an answer by then. If you need anything at all, then we are at your disposal. Kind of takes his leave. Is there anything you all, now that you're alone, want to do? Nematoma's plan is basically simple. They're like, all right, cool. We need to split up everyone so we don't move in one big group. So let's all split. We'll go to different lands and make our way to Sophiland and regroup at this safe haven for our people. What Nadi is saying to you all is you should also be splitting. You can take that or you can not. So his plan and his advice is split. Go with one group, different groups, so it's safer because y'all were plastered as murderers essentially, or people fitting your description were plastered as murderers. At least for now. So it's like, all right, we should split, figure things out. We'll meet at the safest haven. If we all move together, that's more likely for everyone getting fucked. Let's all split. We'll go. We have all the druids that can teleport, and then we'll meet at the safe haven. That's Nadi's plan. But you all are alone in your tent for the first time, all of you.
What do you all want to do?
I don't know. I know we need to make a grave for Odafin, even if we can't bury him. He deserves that much at least.
Yeah, for real. Yes. I'll start making preparations. And she'll just kind of like stand like very robotically and just kind of start walking towards the door. I think I'm gonna go around the village, AJ, and pick one of each unique flower that grows in the area.
Yeah.
And then like start
absolutely.
gathering some unique different minerals and rocks to try to make some sort of like little altar and like
Absolutely. Before long, Sybil, you start doing this, and then you see Chernika alongside you, Talix alongside you, and Sigmund and Nova as well, all picking these flowers and making this small little grave.
I think I'm gonna grow a small plant in the shape of like a bunch of like dragon like biter plants, the lilies,
Yeah.
dragon lilies.
Yeah.
Snapdragons?
Snapdragons, thank you.
Snapdragons.
Yeah, that's the
hell
one.
yeah.
In a circle, and just kind of like pull like with my power like a stone up from the ground, and then just kind of like Odavin Rex, a true man of honor.
Can I do like a 21 gun salute? With
Yeah,
my
you take the gun out, you fill it with blanks, and you just kind of shoot it up into the air.
I think Talix will put his violin, but for the first time he'll accompany it with a ballad sung about his Odavin story.
This very somber rendition, kind of this baritone bass voice singing out for your fallen friend.
It will be like mellowed dramatic metal music in the background.
Absolutely. Anything else from you all?
You
I think after that, Sigmund might just grab like a rock or a stump or something, and just sit next to Odavin.
I think I'm gonna go be alone for a little while. Is that all right?
That's alright.
She'll just kind of like walk in a singular line outside of the village and not in any particular direction.
Yeah.
And then you guys will probably hear trees breaking and some thrashing for a while. And then, 30-ish minutes later, she just comes back, tear streaks down her face. Whenever it comes next, I hope I see him there.
All right. Time has come to decide. What do you all do next? Do you take heed of Nadiayo's advice and split for the time being, only to regroup in a safe haven in Safiland? Or do you remain together?
I think we
That is
should
the
remain.
first decision to make.
I think we should remain together.
Logistical question for AJ about Sybil.
Mhm.
Mom, no shot now, or
Why not?
okay. Murderers, huh?
The race is still going. Just because there's a new hurdle in the way doesn't mean the race stops.
Fuck that. I'm not splitting up.
I think we should stay together. Odalvin died with honor. I think we need to honor that honor and stick together. If we're together, we can protect one another, but if we're apart, granted, it might be safer laying low. I think it'd be better to stay together. I don't know. Someone can argue against me.
No, let's all say our piece. It's fair.
Sigmund, Alex?
What are we doing after that is my question.
I don't know. But my mom's
Okay.
still out there.
I will put the option in more context for you all. If you split apart, then you come back at this haven for this clan of druids and witches and the spirit inclined natural magic users of the world. You will have to spend some time apart though. Whatever happens in between then will be told in the future. If you stay together, then the next steps are yours to decide. Unfortunately, you will not be going to the safe haven as they do not respectfully want to travel with all of you together at the same time because that might be too dangerous for them. So it's like if we split up, we can all get back together after a couple weeks, couple months time. Respectfully do what you want. If you go together, then you'll be safer together, but will be less safe. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's like when you're playing GTA Online, and if I have 5 stars and then you hop in my car, you now have 5 stars.
Yeah.
I'm not letting you in the car.
I'm driving.
I'll meet
Honestly,
you
I
at your
think,
crib.
yeah. Sigmund's idea right now was he wanted to kind of split off and try and meet up with Covington, try and get support that way.
Dude, is this our 2-year anime time skip?
You know, work with him, try and get any connection to leveraging the legacy of Old Chap to try and pull what he can together. You know, that's what I'm thinking right now.
And Alex, where are you at?
I was. Part of me wanted to go to the Cane, see what was offered there. In the meantime,
It's also not an all or nothing thing. It's not like all four
Yeah.
of you have to split, or you all are
because
pretty
we still
capable.
have to fight Arexar.
Is that a question?
No, I'm making a point.
Oh.
That was just we still need to do that, even though Davin died. That's no brainer.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll give you 5 minutes
Karina.
as I go pee, and y'all can talk amongst yourself. We're gonna take a quick break.
Don't drown.
Full disclosure, I cried pretty hard right there.
I sent Snapchats. Everyone can go see me
Yeah.
cry. Jared, I don't know if you're here. Are you here?
I'm here.
Are
How
you
you doing,
okay?
brother?
I love you.
Are you okay?
Love you, Freddy.
Yeah, man. That's how it goes.
C'est la vie, you know what I mean?
I'm
I will-
giving you a virtual hug right now.
You did
We
so
need to
good,
have
dude.
like a campfire, evening with everyone eating s'mores in the PJs. That's what I need. That's what I need right now.
Mm.
PJ session.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just level it out here. I think the right choice is splitting up. I just have to ask
Yeah.
AJ
I
if
think
my
so.
mom has enough time for that, whatever that means. You know what I mean?
Have
Yeah,
we considered splitting up, but like maybe doing pairs?
We could do that. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, it's just like maybe
I
one or
think that
two
would
of us
be
can go
better.
2 different ways. Maybe no one should go alone, but we should split up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My second question is, or what are the pairs?
We got 2 and 2 right now, or we have 4 of us,
Yeah.
right? That's what we have left.
Yeah.
Dasha, me and you.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Like-
that works. Yeah, that's perfect actually in some ways. I guess we're gonna go
Ye-
see Solomon Kane, huh, Karina?
I was thinking that he might be a good option to help. I mean, he is the only connection I've made that's outside this party. That's my own thing, I guess.
I don't know. If you want to just go do that, I feel like you'd be pretty safe alone doing that, and that's like, because you'll have Jarlin and him. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
well,
I
and it
was
seems like
thinking-
vampire stuff. Like, am I welcome? Would I be okay to do that, or they're gonna just be like,
I don't know.
"Yo," you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I was thinking civil. Your thing with mom was your trial, so you might want to do that alone, anyways.
All right, we are back.
Yeah.
All right.
I still
let's
agree
start
with
it
Sam
back up.
and Trinika, though. Or, yeah, go ahead.
What is the decision,
Yeah.
gang?
We're gonna split, but we're doing like 2 groups. So Talix and Sybil, and then Trinika and Sigmund together.
Okay. Talix and Sybil, where are you guys going?
Solomon Kane.
Okay. I assume Talix and UCAS sending. How does that go?
Yes. I would wait for the next day because I'm out of
Mhm.
shorts.
For sure.
We'll probably just stay the
Um,
night here because I can't even transport us anywhere right now, anyways.
Yeah. So I would be like, it's Talix. I need you now more than ever. Can we meet?
All you had to do was ask, my boy. I will find you.
Okay. So I guess on our way to whatever Sybil's doing, we're just making a pit stop to Solomon King. That's what I'm imagining.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Sybil and Talix are going to Solomon King. And Chernika and Sigmund.
We were gonna meet up with Covington to the car.
Covington. Okay. What did you say to him?
I can send a sending.
Okay,
Cool.
yeah. Because funny
What do-
enough, I don't have sending.
I have sending. What do we want to say? We have 25 words.
Yeah.
Did Shanika meet Covington?
Yeah, he came over to the
Yeah,
house.
okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Remember when he came over to the
I
house
was
with
like,
Osmaris?
He's the guy.
I
He's the guy
was-
I'm working with.
Yeah, he came
Yeah.
over.
Hey,
Good.
Covington,
Yeah.
Chernika, and Sigmund. We are coming over.
Like we need refuge.
Do you have 2 couches we can trash on?
This world's a fucking madhouse. Talking monsters in the sky across seas now, murdering, baby. Meet at the Sengoku Bridge.
Woo! We're going to the Sengoku Bridge, Sigmund. And I'm gonna let Alex and Sybil know before we leave. Like, this is where
Yeah.
we're heading.
You
Same,
guys
vice
are going
versa,
to
yeah.
separate. What is the conversation the night before? You do have access to many druids that will take you where you need to go. Can't get anything by Jared, man. God damn it.
So we should split up for a while. My mom's strength has lingered, and the Shogun has taken a pretty significant blow for this moment with Frengetsu on the low. She's gonna have more time now, thankfully, I imagine, now that I've had time to work that out in my own brain. I'm gonna take Talix and we're gonna go look for Solomon Kane and see what that might help us with. If it's a dead end for me, I can go to Grandma's or whatever I need to do anytime. What will you two do in the meantime? We shouldn't travel as 4.
Yeah. Our plan is to meet with Covington. I still have some connections. Try and build those up. See if we can get a lead on Sentex again. Try and bolster support any allies. Because it was Zentetsuken that Graza told us to find, right?
Because he took the Masamune.
Yep. Okay, just
I'm
making
gonna-
sure.
Masamune is Demon's Bane.
Yep.
I'm gonna
just
look
making sure I said
at
that right.
Sigmund and just say, what about Tasha?
What about Tasha?
You think she's just gonna take this lying down?
No. I think if nothing else, she needs to know what happened to her son.
Will you be alright?
I kind of look at Chernika. I
We'll
think I
be
will.
fine. I'll take care of the boss.
Okay.
Man, Sigmund. Him.
I think this also goes without saying for all of us, but we cannot continue on as the malcontents any longer. Clearly.
No.
We'll have to figure out something better when we meet again.
When do we meet again?
Naughty told us all the
I'm-
spot that we need to meet. What's the
In
time frame look
Safin.
like? What's the time frame like
I-
expected? No idea. Like just trickle feet,
Like,
kind of.
probably literally like when it's safe, like
Sorry,
the
Karina.
fuzz is on y'all.
Yeah.
The fuzz is on. I'll tell you the official story after a couple days. Just kind of, I was gonna wait till the end to wrap up everything.
Gotcha.
But the official story is that essentially. Go ahead, Karina, first.
Can I just respond to this comment of the name?
Oh, for sure.
I always, in honor of Odavin, we could call ourselves the Great Guard, but food for thoughts. Ta-da!
We'll think
Well,
about it on the road.
The official story is that during the prince's trial, they did not hide the fact that there was a demon that arrived. A child demon massacred the entire trial court. The only amendment to that, because there are many witnesses, and
Mhm.
even though it is the Shogun and the Empress, it is still a republic. So it's hard to get the truth for something this massive and this intense hidden under wraps for too long. The only amendment is that it was called here by Ryota, who has been a known colluder of the Abyssal type, alongside a group known as the Malcontents, and kind of general descriptions of you all. Thankfully, names are not really mentioned in a wide scale. You're definitely known in many areas of the Republic at this point.
Mhm.
If there's nothing else, you all say your goodbyes to each other as you split.
I do
Sybil
want to
and
give.
oh, yeah, for sure.
No, yeah, no, I do want to give just one final send off to Odavin.
For sure.
Just kind of,
See-
yeah, just go to his grave. I know you're watching us, Odavin.
Sorry.
Odavin, who?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Too soon
On
for
the-
that. It's too soon
on-
for that. You are wild
Yeah.
for that one, to be honest. That was wild.
I saw the chance and I took it. I'm so sorry, Jared. I love you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That was dastardly of me. I would do it again. I'm so sorry.
Wow. I would do it again.
Double down. Jesus.
Wow. Go ahead, Sigmund.
Please save us.
On my honor and the life you have given me, I vow to uphold the virtues you held close. I hope you rest easy. You deserve it, old friend. Watch over this coward. Watch over all of us. I will see you again one day.
Okay. As you all say your goodbyes, allow me to summarize a couple things. As aforementioned, the official story is put out, and it doesn't take long to be heard in every tavern, every inn across the Republic, with varying specificity. Nova decides to take another path, going back to the capital city, hiding right under their nose, so to speak, colluding with the Thieves Guild in Sabin, where her half-brother remains as well. Sybil and Talix Before long, you are met with an envoy of Solomon Kane, and you two, for the time being, join their cabal for a short time. As Chernika and Sigmund, you make your way back to the great bridge of Sengoku, going to a familiar tavern underneath the bridge to you, Sigmund, the place that old chap once took you, in what feels like another lifetime ago. You meet up with Covington Drakkar, and your work begins. As the current group is split, one of them falling, the future of this story rests entirely on your hands. Ryota now overtaken by this abyssal threat, the Pale Knight, acting as the keeper of Ayuz, a physical host now for the Pale Knight. Allow me to go back a bit. You all captured Lo the Wishrunner and cured spirit rot from those wrongly affected in Premia. You defeated the Crooked Countess and survived the destruction of the city of Junshi. You faced Ayuz and the Pale Knight for the first time, truly. And you saw a knight die with honor. We're going to end our session there as you level up to level 14. Or 13.
At what fucking
Yeah, I was about
cost?
to say, wait,
13.
what? Okay.
13. I apologize. That is where we're going to end, gang.
I have a lot of feelings.